Well, hello and welcome back to another amazing day at the TEC Presents Gauntlet series of Middle East, presented by and powered by Zotac Gaming. With our broadcasting partner being Loco, we have already seen a lot of interesting matchup in the day number one and day number two of the semi-finale. And I think I should not forget the open qualifiers as well, because those 2 days were absolutely amazing. We did saw 12 good
Yeah,
matches in
man.
it. But now my name is Raider. Along with me, we do have my amazing friend and co-caster Bullet on the desk. So Bullet, are you excited for the day, or there is something running in your mind?
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. And of course, man, as a caster, there are like tens of things running in my mind when I'm casting a specific game. And of course, the things which are running into mind is the same thing that we entered the day with that yesterday's day with that a lot of teams are still not able to prove their grasp in the games. A lot of teams are still not able to get those kill points on their score tally.
Yeah.
There are only 4 or 5 teams, especially when the entire semi-finale has started, that they are going ahead, taking those gunfights, putting those gunfights in their favor. Whether it's the map of Pego, whether it's the map of Vikendi, I feel like yes, there are still a lot of teams need to get that consistency thing right into their favor on how they are able to take
True.
those rotation, whether they want to fight in the open, or there are tons and tons of things which goes around when it comes to the side of PUBG. But for now, first, let's take a look at the entire event calendar. When we talk about the side of open qualifier, we started the entire event from the 14th of this month. It went until for the entirety of 2 days period. The semi-finale is going to be a 4-day, I would say, battle coming in from these teams. We have already witnessed 2 days on the 23rd and 24th. Today is going to be the 26th. We still have one more day remaining, but our main grand final stage will be starting from the 30th of this month and will be going on for the next 2 days.
Oh yeah, we really have to see how that happens, because from 38th to 31st, we will get to know who is the champion. Apart from that, the winning teams are obviously going to get a lot of stakes. Apart from that, the bragging rights of winning this particular tournament is definitely going to be there. But looking at the event calendar, it does shows that teams have got their own type of breaks. To be honest, from open qualifiers to the semi-finale, we definitely had a gap of 4 to 5 days. So that definitely embarked them on a new journey, and teams were able to do their homework, get an idea of what the opponent is capable of and where they can choke them. But let's talk about the event format, from where we started to where we are going. Initially, in the open qualifiers, we had 32 teams, which are divided in 8 teams of each group, and then from there, top 4 teams qualified in the semi-finale, and from semi-finale, only top 8 teams are going to get qualified in the particular perspective of grand finale, where the rest remaining 8 teams will be the invited ones. Let's talk about the prize pool breakdown. A total of $10,000 is at stake, where the champions will be getting $5,500, runner-ups will be getting $3,000, the third place will be getting $1,500, and the rest positions from 4 to 8 will be getting G coins in their favor. What is that? This is the in-game currency of PUBG PC, which is going to get them the upliftment of utilizing those G coins when it comes to choosing right skins in their
Yep.
favor, weapon skins, vehicle skins, or even the character skins.
Yes, sir. But let's take a look at the entire points breakdown system. We are doing this entire points breakdown system for you guys. But this has been a while now. You all know that whichever teams get the winner, it's gonna takes home 10 points for themselves. Whichever teams get the second place, will take 6 points themselves. But the entire difference maker, the entire table turner, comes on the side of kill points. But for now, let's take a look also at the teams playing in. Of course, it's gonna be the side of Flashbang, the side of Take Risk, Mind Guards, Bumble Squad, Full Tilt, Stardust, Go to Hell, 010 Esports, Bullet Train, Nevermind, those qualifiers, Green Dragons, Sunshine, the Digirad Esports, and also we have none other than one more team coming in into this entire lobby. Of course, the main semi-finale setup is right there for the entire teams, that only 8 teams are gonna get qualified for the grand final stage. There's still, I would say, we have 4 maps for today and 4 maps for tomorrow. Total of 8 maps are still remaining in. But I feel like yes, a lot
Yeah.
of teams have already settled their entire points tally, settled their entire slots for now for their grand finale supremacy for now. Especially talking about the first 2 teams, which is going to be the side of Flashbang, which is going to be the side of one more team. So I feel like there are only going to be battle of around now 6 or 7 teams, which can entirely turn their tables around, entirely turn their favor of getting qualified or not when it comes down to the entire scoreboard.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, the scoreboard was looking fantastic, but even before that, let's talk about 2 of the table toppers. It was Digirad Esports and Not Bad Esports, who were absolutely
Yeah.
amazing when we talk about their performance in the open qualifiers. Well, if we talk about the semi-finale, after the 8 matches, that means 50% of the job is done. Indeed, Digirad Esports is sitting at the third position, and Not Bad is there at the fourth position. But if you look at the points, there is not a lot of difference. If you talk
Yeah,
about the frags, it is exactly the same amount of frags coming from both the individual teams. There
yeah,
is a difference, and that is in terms of placement points. So, team Not Bad, they're looking very good when
yeah.
it comes to their aggression. They have to figure somehow that they have to get those small position points in their favor. Obviously, the point system is somehow not uplifting you when it comes to all of that situation where you want to go for the whole placement points in your favor. You have to be in the top three if you really want to take the control of that points table. But yeah, looking at the head to head when it comes to individual players, we have Flashbangs, Mercy, Pennywise, and Groan coming from Green Dragons. Finishes, there is a difference of two finishes coming in, where Groan is lacking by two. Assist is kind of more. And then if you talk about the kill death ratio, it is again going to be in the favor of Mercy, Pennywise. Damage, yes, at that point, I would like to give kudos to Groan because he's damaging out the player, he's doing the damage, but at the end, his teammates are also uplifting his spirit, and the knockouts that are coming in from Groan are being credited by the other individuals as well because we have seen a lot of third party deliverance.
Yeah, man. Let's when we are talking about the overall teams which are there in the top, let's take a look at the overall standing. The two is going to be the side of Flashbang with 74 points. It's going to be the side of Green Dragon with 69. Digirab with 64. Not bad with 61. Sunshine with a total of 56 points. 010 Esports with 50. Never mind with 50. Those qualifiers right there at the the edges of the qualification at 48. Especially talk about when we talk about the being at the edge of qualification. It's going to be the side of 010. It's going to be the side of Nevermind. I can put the side of even Not Bad in the same category because the entire buffer is what I feel like this buffer of 6 or 7 points can be just crumbled down in just one map. So I feel like yes, the only secure teams are going to be the side of Flashbang, Green Dragon, and Digirad. For the side of Not Bad, Sunshine, 010, Nevermind, and disqualifiers, I feel like the side of Go to Hell, the teams which are taking those gunfights, initiating those gunfights, somewhere around, of course, those gunfights are not coming in their favor. Sometimes around these gunfights are not happening in according to their game plan. When we especially talk about the side of Go to Hell, when we especially talk about the side of Bullet Train, I can put the side of Stardust also in the same category because when we talk about the side of Open Qualifiers, Stardust was one of the teams who were very, very dominating with their firepower. But also, let's take a look at the overall top fraggers. Interesting creatives today, folks. Mercy Pennywise being at the top, Drone being at the second position, Aim Wolves V2 being at the third one, and we have Dipsy Yo coming in from the side of Not Bad with 15 kills at fourth position.
Four different teams, four with different faces, and four different aggressive stances coming in from four different individuals. Amazing play coming from Pennywise after securing 18 amazing frags. He's definitely looking as the top fragger in the semi-final till now. Remember, 8 more matches are left. 50% of the job has to be done. 50% is already over. That means there is a very big notion, very big stance where Grown, Imbo V2, Dipseo can easily dethrone players like Pennywise. But if that consistency from Pennywise and overall Flashbang is going to be there, because when you talk about Team Flashbang, they have definitely
Yeah.
made their marker. They have definitely shown their stance of comeback in the game. Even Digirad Esports is doing that. Disqualifiers is trying to fight back in the game, but Disqualifiers and even Team Nordbad have somehow slipped their grip from the initial stages. If we talk about the day number one, at that point, yes, Not Bad was looking phenomenal, but somehow their positioning went down. Even there is one more team that is known as Nevermind. They started
Never
off with
mind. Yeah,
44 amazing points after the end of day
definitely.
number one, if I'm not wrong. But in the day number two,
Yeah.
they were able to get at least like at max, to be honest, 10 to 15 points in their favor. That's all. That's all they
Even
got, which
10,
was their
even
average
10
in
is the
Ingles.
highest, I guess. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry to
that's
interrupt.
bad,
Like,
guys. That's
even I
bad, to
feel
be
like,
honest.
yeah, even in the second day, 10 was the highest, I feel, because
Yeah.
in three maps, they were getting eliminated with 2 or 1
Mhm.
points. And in two maps, they eliminated with 0 points. So, like, I'm sorry to cut you out, but yeah, Nevermind is definitely one of the team who has crumbled down from being at the top of the food chain to just being getting eaten by those, just being at the bottom of the food chain. You know what I mean?
Well, the trades are coming in, that's for sure. But there you guys, we are already beginning with the first match of day number three in the semi-finale in TC Presents Gauntlet Series powered by the Zotac Gaming. But let's have a look at the flight path. It's very interesting where it is starting from the military base
Oh,
backends. It is going all the way towards Kameshki. Pretty interesting flight path. But then again, those teams who are trying to reach out to Georgiapul or Jharki, or even if you talk about 70 region, Gatka 6 houses region, they are going to have a tough time while rotating back to it. But the thing is, this is the OG
yeah.
map. This is the map which makes you most comfortable, which makes you feel most comfortable, to be honest. So obviously those rotations are not that going to be like not that like, let's say, harsh, because when you compare this map to other maps like Tego, Vikendi, which are going to be there today, in those maps, if this kind of flight path, if this kind of one-sided flight path is going to be there, the teams who are trying to reach out to another end of the map are going to have a very tough time rotating back to the circle. But for now, I feel pretty comfortable to see that every single team has got their own idea where they're going to jump, what kind of play they are going to bring into the picture, because again they have to be very decisive. If you don't have that decision, if you don't have that right idea that where you are going to drop in the map of Erangel, I feel in map of Vikendi and Tego and also in Miramar, you are going to be a little bit more, like, let's say, disorientated. But yes, play zone,
Okay.
a central eastern play zone coming in, pretty impressive. But then again, teams have got a lot of room to rotate, a lot of room to loot as well. So I feel the initial few circles are not going to be that troublesome.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be still a lot of time, especially the side of Discord. If I were taken the decision to drop towards the side of military base, we also see the side of one of the top teams when it comes down with the entire aggression, when it comes down to the entire kind of firepower that they have. Especially when I say firepower, you entire audience can guess I'm talking about the side of Digirad. Of course, when we talk about the side of Digirad Esports in the entire semi finale, I suppose they have managed to only show their entire fearsome gameplay when it comes down to just one single day. But when you talk about the entire play days coming in for the Gauntlet series, I feel like this is one of the top teams to be kind of very consistent compared to if we calculate the average points per day, especially it's going to be the side of Digirad. To on an average they have taken 20 kills on almost like combining to an average factor and every play day of the entire, I would say, Gauntlet series. But still, I would say when we talk about the side of 010 Esports, when we talk about the side of Go to Hair Bullet Train, they sometimes they start off the entire firefight situation, the entire gunfight scenario in very dominating fashion. But as soon as one of the key assaulters gets out, as soon as their first guy gets picked out, they start to crumble down slowly and, I would say, kind of steadily. But I feel like yes, there are still a lot of teams which has improved drastically compared to what we have seen, and there's going to be one of the names that's going to be the South Green Dragon. We remember in the side of, I guess, open all qualifier play days, Raider, it was the side of Green Dragon to get eliminated on every other map. They were not able to like prove their dominance in terms of getting those skill points right. But especially after, like, when they have qualified for semi-final from the entirely, I would say, we have seen the side of Green Dragon coming from the first play day of the semi-finale. They have improved tremendously. I mean, like, the improve in terms of gameplay, the improvement in terms of taking those rotation, the improvement and going and challenging other teams at their own POIs is something next level coming from the side of Green Dragon.
Oh yeah, definitely. I do believe that evolution had to be there, because if that evolution is not there, that adaptability when it comes to the game and the lobby is not there, obviously qualifying in the semi-finale is the only thing that they're going to get. Qualifying for the grand finale does demand a high-spirited gameplay from you,
Yeah.
and eventually the performance has to be there. For now, Bumble Squad and G2H is already eliminated, so we are left with only 14 teams and 55 players. Let's see how their play is going to go. Initially, a very slow and steady approach is going to be there from each and every single team, because they do know that this circle is a central eastern one. That means they don't have to be troubled
Yeah.
with the rotations for a bridge, with the rotations for, like, let's say, pretty edgy locations like Jarki or Prismok. They just have to hold off, and whenever the zone pushes them, they can rotate. They have a lot of POIs to fight along with. But in Shelter region, we have right now Team Bad Boys. Their performance in the last day was kind of good, but not that absolutely amazing, to be honest. They were average. Let's just say that they were average, and today their performance has to get escalated. And if that escalation in the performance is going to be there, then leaderboard is also going to reciprocate in the same fashion, where the positioning is also going to escalate it. And the better you have got when it comes to the positioning, the better are your chances to get qualified for the grand finale. Although the grand finale fight is just going to be out of the charts, because you will get to see 8 other invitee teams coming from the MENA region, and they will be absolutely chaotic, that's for sure. But then again, these guys have got that momentum. And when we talk about a BR match, yes, that momentum has to be there. And if that momentum is there, maybe in the long run, when you talk about the whole overall scenario of 16 matches being played in the semi-finale, that individual team who has got that momentum, like Digirad Esports or Team Not Bad, even Team Flashbang has to be counted in it, can perform in a very good fashion. But in order to bring that momentum, every single individual of that team has to perform. They have to get the right idea of where the play zone is and how they can utilize it.
Let's see. If we talk about the side of Bad Boys, from their perspective, we can hear a lot of shots coming. Yeah, it's going to be the side of Twitch streams, one of the finest play when it comes on to the entire lobby. We have seen Twitch streams, playing in different kind of teams also. When we have casted the Esports Club MENA region based tournaments in previous titles as well. We have seen this previous tournaments as well. That Twitch streams is one of the finest play when it comes on to taking those long range shots. But for now, it's going to be the side of Sunshine on the other side to take out one of the players that's going to be named as Exo Russian. The confirmation is also coming in. So there's already two teams trying to take out the side of Take Risk. So that's going to be another challenging part on how the side of Take Risk manages, to focus upon two teams who are trying to, get their elimination upon. When we talk about the side of Abul May, when we talk about the side of Trichaburi, these two are also one of the finest players for their special team, because we have seen Abul Mir, in the previous semi-finale day, I guess, who has who did a 1v3 or 1v4. If I don't remember to if I am correctly able to remember, that he was able to take down 1v3 scenario into his favor. So yeah, isn't that like sometimes these teams are not able to play just around that. When these teams kind of go for the individual plays, they are able to succeed. When it comes down to that entire coordination play, when it comes down to the entire team performing as unit, they are struggling a little bit. But let's take our focus now towards the side of Green Dragons, trying to take a full around fight, full slam fight coming onto the side of Bad Boys. Escapation uses the zone nade, and it's going to be the side of DV Expert to get eliminated already from the side of Deception. And now Escapation is actually trying to go for a push. It's going to be one of the last remaining guy, I suppose. It's going to be a little bit of pre-fire going in towards the same angle. A flashbang. He might get a self-nade. Yup. And it was the nade coming in from side of Deception. On the other side, he's going to go for a revival as soon as possible, Raider. But I feel like, no, he wasn't the last guy coming from the side of Bad Boys. I feel like there's still one guy remaining from the side of Bad Boys.
Well, if that individual is surviving, he has to survive till the end so that he can have some position points in his favor, and that's exactly what is going to happen. Bad Boy 2K and then Twitch is also going to hold off a very decent angle. They might be able to take some good fights in the later stages, but for now, survival is something which is going to be very, very important for those individuals. Green Dragon on the other corner, we have players like Groan, who has already got that initial pick. And remember, guys, in the charts of top fraggers, Groan was sitting at the second position. Now he has already got his 17th frag. He's fighting against the players like Mercy Pennywise, if I'm not wrong, who is the top fragger right now, with 18k in his favor. So I'm looking forward to see if that is going to get changed in this match individually or not. But Take Risk on the other corner is stuck in a very beautiful ridge. Although if you are able to time it correctly, if you are able to utilize that angle correctly, this can be the best angle that you can really have. It's an open one, but then again, you have to be very defensive about the approach. The players are trying to rotate. The players are trying to withhold some angles. Bad Boys is shooting them. Even Team Take Risk is also shooting at the exact angle. So the players from Green Dragons are now getting conflicted from multiple corners, and that's what I called being the center of attraction. Now you are circled by at least three teams. You have Take Risk, you have Team Bad Boys, and you have Team 010 Esports. And as the zone is going to push the players down, as the proximity is going to increase between the teams, there are going to be a lot of stands where the shots are going to get increased on the perspective of Green Dragons.
For now, if we talk about the side of then 010 Esports, 010 Esports was able to get some winner chicken dinner coming in towards the first play day of the entire semi-finale series. Right now, we see them focusing their fire towards the side of two of the players remaining in from the side of Take Risk. And this is not the first time this kind of unfortunate situation is happening in for the side of Take Risk. We have seen this team getting, I would say, eliminated when there are more than two teams trying to focus their entire fire upon them. So I feel like, yes, Take Risk have been that very unfortunate team in the entire Gauntlet series. This is like happening in for at least one another map every day for the side of Take Risk. They try to fire upon towards one team. Second team comes in, they get fired upon to them. They try to at least get them separated, get their entire split wise done. Then again, there's going to be third team who's trying to take them out. So I feel like, yeah, for this particular, I would say, tournament, they're getting very, I would say, unlucky, in my opinion.
Well, I won't say unlucky. I would say like the callers from IGL are not that decisive because they have to take a good rotation. Even if you are taking a shot onto an individual or a whole team, you have to figure out that there is a possibility of a third party. So you have to get ready with the hard covers, get ready with the defensive covers, and if the third party comes in, you have to be ready with the answer to that third party, with that retaliation. And if that retaliation is not here, obviously players like Exo Russian are going to get lost. Even Tallow is actually way too far away from his teammates. But there you go. We do see a barrage of shots coming in exactly at this angle. Never mind, on the other corner is going to get shot down. But no, the composure has been lost. Tallow was not that precise with his aim, but the opponent was. And with that, the slam could be coming in anytime soon. But there you go. Escapation takes a player known as Phoenix down with the moving vehicle coming to the perspective. Amazing play. Amazing. aim, amazing precision. Obviously, the heavy lifting was done by Tetris advantage player. That was Tyler, if I'm not wrong. But the last shot that got connected was from Green Dragon's Grenix. That shows the play are good, and that even Team Green Dragon is trying to utilize every single angle and the information that they get from the opponents. But look at this, Penyag and Zackley Nature. These are the two individuals which are surviving right now. Oh, some interesting shots onto the players of Flashbang. Definitely, the first floor player got tagged, but it's not enough. You're going to shoot him down. You're going to even get a knockout. Then also you have to go for the eliminations, because if you see the damage of Groan, he was somewhere around 3700 after 8 good matches. But the guy who is the top fragger, who is the most fruitful, the team which is most fruitful is going to be Flashbang and Mercy Pennywise coming from Team Flashbang. That means even if
Hmm.
you are able to give the damage, if you are not able to convert that damage into finishes, into winner chicken dinners, or into some decent plays when it comes to your aggression,
Yeah.
I don't think so that damage is going to be anyway useful for you.
Okay. I kind of agree. I feel like when it comes on the entire damage, ticks coming into his one's favor. It's more about, yes, the uh, that specific guy's role is to just go on and grab on those kills. It comes down to the entire team on how they actually play according to him, or just try to play around his play style. Because if there's one guy, like take for example me, Raider, let's take Assassin for example. We three being in one single team. If Assassin or you is able to get those frags, and it's my duty to sometimes be the support or the flexible guy, or be the fourth player to
True.
just play around your play style. So I feel like, yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes these kind of chemistries are self-made, self understandable. It's like a very common thing when it comes down to a team-based game. But for now, let's come back to the game, and for now we can see the side of Sunshine Iconics. From one more guy from the side of
Oh,
another team. But what a Tron, what a spray coming from that Og as he gets the side of one more player from the side of Takris. I believe there's going to be now just one single player remaining in from the side of Takris. Can it's
two
kind of like
individuals.
uh, two individual last two individuals coming in from side of Takris. Sorry for
Yeah.
that, folks. So again, man, it's been kind of like an everyday story for the side of Take Risk. We have just seen either Abu Mir or
Oh,
the side of Twitch Abudi. These two folks are only able to get those kill points for their own team. Other than that, other two players are not able to be that so much consistent. Even they're able to barely be alive after the third circle. But for now, it's going to be the side of I guess it was the side of Bad Boys to get eliminated at the 14th spot. For now, it's going to be a lot of
mhm.
teams trying to rotate around to the side of Resna, Poliana. We see the side of Mansion also getting you know getting stronghold by a lot of teams. So that's going to be the usual play, because the side of Wrangle enables you to get around these a lot of POIs, where there is a lot of compounds where you can use as your cover, use as your advantage.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very important for these players to actually get those covers in their
Yeah,
favor. Yeah, we do know that the players feel very comfortable in this particular matchup, but trust me, even your opponents feel that comfortable in this particular game. So it is not like a situation where one particular team like Digirad Esports or Team Nevermind is going to be very comfortable, and on the other corner, Team Sunshine and Go to Hello Green Dragons is going to feel very uncomfortable regarding this map. This is the first map that you usually play when you install this game, and also the first one that came in when it comes to the BR scenario of PUBG PC.
yeah,
So definitely it's a very important map to get the read, get the idea, but disqualifiers for now shuts one down, and that was the top fragger of the teams. It was Mercy Pennywise coming from Team Flashbang who has been taken down. That shows even if you are a top fragger, even if you are an individual who is sitting on top of the food chain, top of the leaderboard, you are going to get taken down if you are not aware of your surroundings. If that information is not in front of you, then you are definitely going to get finished off. But through some smokes, now Tiska is going to just completely scavenge the crates of that particular individual known as Mercy Pennywise from Team Flashbang, so that he gets all the utilities, all the specific utilities that are going to be valuable. I'm so happy to see a zone unfolding in Yasna Poliana, because at least the fourth and fifth, and along with that sixth play zone, is going to be in a compounded region. And when you have a compounded zone, survival is way too high, because again, in a single triple story building, there might be a player sitting in the bottom floor, the ground one, and then eventually another player sitting from another team sitting in the first floor. Then in the second floor there might be another one. On the ceiling there might be another team coming in. That is the kind of play we usually see in the Yasnaya, or even in the map of Miramar, or even in the map of Tego, whenever we see a compounded zone in the latest stages of the zone. So I'm looking forward to see if that is going to happen, or the zone is going to get completely in an open spot, like where this guy from Team Sunshine, Iconics, is holding off. This is a mushroom tower in the haystack region beyond the southern parts of Yasnaya Polyana. But I would love to see if that fight is going to get unfolded in an open spot or in a total compounded area.
Okay. And we talk about the side of Sunshine. See, man, Sunshine is one other team was very dominant when it comes on to the side of. I feel like this was the second day of open qualifiers or the first day of open qualifiers. So, like, the team was able to get a lot of kill points into their favor. They were getting eliminated at the fourth, third spot by getting at least 9 or 10 kills in their favor. After that, they went on for those double winner with the chicken dinner. So I feel like yes, Sunshine Esports is one another team which is very much capable of racking their numbers in the entire, I would say, top four, or I can also say top two because they're already at the fourth spot with fifth spot with total of 56 points. But there you go, folks. There's going to be a little bit of vehicle stunts coming in from the side of Crosscook as he takes down and confirms the side of Talos. But on the end, it was the side of also Talos to until as he was getting confirmed by the vehicle, he was able to take down one of the guys coming in from the opposite team. So for now, if we talk about the side of Flashbang, they're trying to get inside this entire barn covered area. They're slowly and steadily using those smokes. They know for a fact that there's going to be a lot of teams trying to hold an angles, and this is what I was talking about. There you go. Samad gets spotted in the open. I feel like was someone from the side of possibly from the side of Sunshine. This was the side of Mind Guys Invocation. Was gonna drop some bullets onto him, and Samad is kinda getting pinpoint. And they basically need more than 4 or 5 smokes right now to get out of the scenario. If Mindguard is able to, entire teams of Mindguard is able to, kind of anticipate shots around them, they're gonna be done and dusted for this map.
But for that reason, the shields are going to come in. And obviously, while jumping from the extraction kit, they were trying to pop up some smokes. And due to that, yes, Sari and Samad was able to survive. But Sub-Zero decided to take the control of this lower ridge. And meanwhile, doing that, Mindguards was able to be aware of that location. And they were able to completely spot him in an open spot. And when you spot a player running in an open area, and you have a Mini 14, I believe the conventional player is to just completely shut him down. But Green Dragons loses their champ Porterton. He has been taken down, but Drone is still surviving, I believe. And if he's surviving, he might be able to bring in some more frags for the team. Full tilt at the same point. They are also trying to take risks. They are also trying to get the right output in the game. We are already diving into the phase number 4. That means the zone number 4 is going to get crumbled down. And after that, the 5th play zone marker will be coming in. I feel it's an open zone that we are going to witness in the later stages. That's what the predictions is all about. But yes, full tilt. Ubraze, Fahod, and then just Bhutan. Out of these 3 individuals, I have a lot of expectations from Just Bhutan because he has shown his stance in the semi-finale, or should I say in the open qualifiers. But for now, just in a brief moment, we do see Flashbang being eliminated. That means the table toppers are now being destroyed. There is an open spot for other teams to actually bounce back in the leaderboard. And after the end of 8th match in the last caster deck on, if I'm not wrong, 24th, I was expecting and I was saying that I really want to see those teams performing who were unable to perform in the first 8 matches. If they perform, a complete change of pace will be there in the terms of leaderboard. And as a caster, I would love to see that.
Yeah, man. As a caster, we always want some other team to be on the bottom of the entire table scorecard, to be on the table toppers, because this is where the entire, I would say, the our storyline gets made, our entire narration point gets made. Other than that, we are just just reading on what's gonna happen on the screen. But for now, folks, yes, we would love to see any team, like especially when we talk about the side of Bullet Train, especially when we talk about the side of Stardust. I can take the side of even Mind Guards as an example, because these are some of the teams who are very confident while starting off a gunfight towards another team. But like I told, whenever they're one of the key assaulters gets out, whenever they're one of their main guy gets out, they're slowly and steadily getting crumbled down from the other team. So I feel like this is where they need to work out. And the second part is of course going to be the coordination. But then third and the most important, where I believe which you can actually put above the coordination point, is going to be the side of utility play. Because in any kind of battle or game, your utility play, your smokes, your mollies, your nades are going to be very important on how you're going to get this situation turned around into your favor. Iconics was another banger kill to the side of Catlag, and Rita Shirt is also trying to fire back to the side of Nevermind as they confirm the side of Zalkinator, one of the key assaulter, one of the key performers from the entire team of Nevermind. And they are kind of getting suppressed because we see the side of another player from the side of Stardust to be on another angle, and we see 3 players trying to hold down this particular house where we just saw. For the side of disqualifiers, we see 1911 Mini Tuskaf B5 here to still survive, and it's going to be quick step 2K. one of another key performance from the side of disqualifiers to get eliminated very early. And Green Dragon gets eliminated from the hands of Bullet Train, as we see on the kill feed right now, to get eliminated at the 11th spot.
It was really important to get that kind of a closure into the game, but Mind Guards on the other corner with that carnage, really wants to find the value, but can he? I feel there is going to be a massive doubt in it, but Cadle is going to get completely finished off. Players like Vexen are trying to get some good facts, but they're unable to save their own teammate. And there you go, Invocation is also going to get picked off. With the SLR and M416 combination, this guy really wants to bounce back in the game, but how will he be able to do that? Because on Mind Guards, we have teams like Sunshine Esports trying to converge, and even Team Full Tilt is pretty close to them. And if that conversion comes in, maybe this team is not going to survive. Invocation is going to first of all patch himself with the first tickets and the medkit if he has got any. And once that repatching scenario is over, he's going to retaliate. He's going to bounce back in the game. But Sunshine Esports, Digiride Esports, all the crosshairs are onto that angle, and it's a very open zone. And obviously, the teams which are still sitting in the compounds have to get pushed out of the circle, and they're also going to rotate back into the circle, which is going to be an open one. But look at this, Bullet Train, Chakweez trying to go with the flashbang, trying to go with the stun grenade, and indeed it worked out. Mind Guards has completely been taken down due to that nade coming in from Ican's Murphle. A very impressive approach coming in. Even Nevermind has been eliminated. I really wanted to see that team performing, but out of all the teams which are performing in the initial few days, it is just Digiride Esports who is trying to be consistent today. Even Bullet Train was lacking their performance in the later stages of the day number 2, but for now they have decided that they're going to survive. They are already in the top 7. That means they're going to get at least at least 8 points to be precise, 7 for the finishes and 1 for the placement points, even if they get eliminated right now, right here.
Let's see. If we talk about the side of not bad, right now the entire positioning is on towards the side of fourth. Of course, top 4 teams, and this kind of entire play has came very well performing on towards the second day of semi-finale. They were not so dominant when it comes down to the side of comes down to the day of the first day of the entire play there. But for now, they're trying to focus their fire. Oh, they get the side of flat on from the side of Bullet Train. They're all going to be now 7 teams to remain alive, folks. Maybe gets a nade towards the side of Dishka. On the other hand, we see the side of 1911 Mini break down one of the players on the side of Stardust. Zerpi, one of another key assaulters. Right now, XF Uno trying to focus his Mini 14 fire on towards the Mini direction. He's also going to be one of the players crossbow using those jeeps to get around towards another angle. But yeah, they are in a very, I would say, good positioning for now. Up till this particular phase circle, the blue zone is not going to affect them for another minute, I suppose. But after this phase 7 gets formed up, they gotta move from this particular house, entire compound cover towards the very open areas of this particular circle. Kind of like a barn area, but still very open. All you have is your smokes, and all you have is those little barn covered up for you take an advantage as in cover and far up on towards your opponent.
Well, for a fact, Team Not Bad has to rotate back into the circle. Their one good individual, Dipsio, which was actually in the top 4 fraggers list, is already making his way back into the circle so that he has got an opening. And once he has got that opening, he is definitely going to bring in his teammates over there. Stardust on the other corner finds the last individual coming from Team Disqualifiers, and even Team 010 Esports is facing a lot of loss. But look at this, Digiride Esports wants to get their 4th and 5th frag, and I believe they can easily. But where is the last individual? Look at that. Dyke gets taken down. Not a very good scenario for even Team Digiride Esports due to that knockout being delivered. Yes, somehow that aggressive stance of that particular team is now going to get stopped. That last individual has to go down. Oh, one more shot is all we need. If the vehicle goes in flame, if the vehicle gets busted out, I believe the job will be done. But Digiride Esports still wants to find their way back in the game. And they are trying to tackle. They're trying to get the angles where the player is, where the opponent is holding at. But Glodex still holding a very decent spot. He has to move back into the circle, but no, with the vehicle burst out, he gets taken down, and with that, Digiride Esports finally has got 5 good finishes in their favor. Well, they have to move forward to first of all get the revival done to their teammate known as Dyke, and then eventually go for the winner chicken as well. Because remember, guys, in the past 8 matches of semi-finale and the rest remaining matches of the open qualifiers, we have seen that manpower really pays the way to a chicken dinner.
Let's see, man. It's very much looking doable for the side of Bullet Train for now, because the entire momentum is definitely looking on the right kind of pace. But what's not looking right is going to be the entire manpower. Hey, as I speak, they're going to just fall off with another guy. Takes on the side of Crazy, and the headshot, crossback is going to come in. try to maneuver around with this cheap. Right now we see one of the players. So what's coming on the other side of who does down the guy to come up and fire upon some nades, fire upon some shots to not let the revival happen. But for now, in the next 35 seconds, the entire teams who are on the edges of the outside of the entire play area, they need to move their positioning inside the circle, and this is going to be one of the hardest challenge. The most of the teams who are trying to play on the edge are still on the edge. They're slowly trying to make their approach inside the circle, and it's going to be really hard. You're going to get picked off by those DMR, those marksman rifles every now and then.
Yeah, definitely. But at this point, the circle is getting shorter and shorter. Though the usage of DMR is not going to stop. So I feel there is going to be a very interesting approach. But look at this. Dipsio finds a crucial pick with a grenade on Chuckweez. That means Team Bullet Train is now at a loss. And there you go. Bullet Train gets eliminated with that. Now we have got the top 4 teams surviving, where the manpower is still in the favor of Team Digital Esports. And if you talk about the aggression, it is in the favor of Team Not Bad. If you talk about the angles, it is in the favor of Team Sunshine Esports. And there you go. Not Bad is going to lose one of his biggest players coming in from that particular team, who was able to get 2 frags. He's going to be Heaviness. Now he has been taken down, but the revival could be coming in. Oh, Stardust, look at that retaliation. Now they're stuck outside the play zone. Should have not gone for that, because now his position has been revealed. These small mistakes that the individuals make completely changes their game, and I feel Stardust is going to have a tough time making themselves comfortable in the next circle. But Team Digital Esports is kind of busy in their another fight, but one good Dragon of Shot is all we need. Just one good shot, but that has yet to come from the perspective of Digital Esports onto the players of Team Stardust. But the nades, they are looking precise. Look at that, 50% of the HP has already been eaten away, and even Team Sunshine Esports is wreaking a lot of havoc. Heaviness already been eliminated. Now it's a 4v, 2v, 1v1 type of situation, where the last individual from Team Stardust might actually get the revival.
Okay, talking about Stardust. Oh boy, they get eliminated. Oh, Dejira, look at. Hello, my bad. Look at this guy. Oh, actually, also get knocked apart from the side of Iconics, and Iconics is on a roll, dude. Icon, whenever you see the side of Killfield, whenever you see the side of Sunshine Low, it's gonna be the side of Iconics to dropping somebody left and center. Now, being on a 1v4 scenario, because we see all of the revivals coming in, probably a 1v3 because Extend is gonna get bleeded out. A very much a doable situation, but look at his ammo. Look at his armor. Already shredded and done and dusted. There you go, Forza. Whenever a chicken dinner, a great win over a chicken dinner, a 12-pointer, I suppose, added towards the 10 points. They're going to take a massive win on towards the first map for the third semi-finale. A Digital Esports deserving win over a chicken dinner coming on to their favor.
A very important one, to be honest, because they really want to climb back once again in the leaderboard, and for that reason they have gathered 11 frags and 10 position points in the first match of the day number 3 in the semi-finale, presented by the TEC Gauntlet series of Middle East, powered by Zotac Gaming. We have already seen a beautiful matchup, which was in the map of Erangel, but I'm looking forward to see what is going to happen next, because back to back there are 2 good Erangels that are going to happen. First one is already done, second one is about to come, and then we will get to see shifts in Vikendi and Tego also coming in. So today 4 matches were supposed to happen, out of which 1 match is already in the favor of Digital Esports. It's a big question where the other teams are going to stand and how they are going to perform. Even Team Not Bad was able to secure some good decent points in their favor, and even before getting eliminated, Team Sunshine Esports was also looking good. And I would totally agree with the point that Iconics and from teams like Flashbang, we have Mercy Pennywise. Those are few individuals who are able to survive till the end, and that's the best part. But the fact that they're unable to get the support from their teammates is not looking that good for them. If the support is there, remember guys, in a vehicle, as we see, there are 4 tires exactly like that.
Right.
In a squad there are going to be 4 individuals, so there has to be a stance where every single individual has to make sure that his role has been paid, and he is going to play along with the role that he has got. And IGL has to come up with split second decisions, he has to come up with a team effort for the team, and then Assaulter has to get the opening, a Sniper has to get those crucial picks from the long range. But when you talk about PUBG PC, trust me, the long range shots are a little bit more adamant, because initially you will get to see those openings through those long range shots, not with those ARs.
I feel like, yes, you have to decide upon your role. Either you have to decide upon your skill base. I'm not saying that these some of these teams are not able to get those skills right with those DMR and marksman. All of them are very much skilled. All of them are playing the game for so long. But I feel there's still a lot of players who are struggling to take those skills with DMRs, and this is one thing they need to set it right. But for now, we'll take a short break. We'll be coming right back after.
the city. It's 3 a.m. I just touched down. Wanna call me to buzz down. It's love over lust now. I don't know who to trust now. Tell me who can I trust now? Hey. Yeah. It's 3 a.m. I just touched down. Wanna call me to buzz down. It's love over lust now. I don't know who to trust now. Yeah. Who can I trust now? I've been playing the city. It's 3 a.m. I just touched down. Wanna call me to buzz down. Shorty gon' check that, bang that, drop that, hit that, pack that, kick that, send that, flip that. Hey, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Hay 7 demonios tratando de controlarme. No me quiero ir al infierno, pero ellos quieren llevarme. Hey, look, whoa, 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 whoa. Hay 7 demonios tratando de controlarme. No me quiero ir al infierno, pero ellos quieren llevarme. No quiero nada con tu novia, está empezando a molestarme. Soy suave como el Bicrepo y por eso quieren montarme. Así, she let her bounce, Aussie. Shawty bad, yeah, she know she a 10. She bring a friend at my posse. Quisiera superar la soberbia, pero sé que soy un Madari. Big body, vengo suburban. Sentada linda con ese fari. La avaricia me hace comprar todas las cosas que yo deseo. Soy un cubano famoso, igual que mi tío Maceo. No dejes que la envidia te envenene, baby. Andar con Bambi te conviene. Beefsteak, Wagyu. If you want the beef, I'ma dog you. Me lo estoy comiendo por hula. El maestro spending that hula. Baby, sé que él no puede controlar su ira, porque tú hangas conmigo bien tranquila. Y mezclamos la lujuria con tequila. When you see the boy pull up to BSC.
Well, guys,
Welcome
as
back to
promised,
the
indeed,
Esports.
after a quick short break, yes, we are back at the TC Presents Gauntlet series of Middle East, powered by Zotac Gaming, with our broadcasting partner being Loco. We are so excited that we both decided to take the intro, guys. So you can really see how the
Yes.
excitement is evolving when it comes to the semi-finale, and we are moving to a state where the top 8 teams are going to be here pretty soon. Tomorrow, after the 4 matches of tomorrow is also going to get ended, you will get to know who are the top 8 teams. But for now, my name is Raider. Along with me, we do have Bullet on this, and we are going to watch the next matchup, which is going to be in the map of an angle.
Yeah, still our map of angle is going to be the second map for the day. If we talk about the side of the first map, whoever's joining in for the stream up till now, let me remind you folks, it was the side of Detroit Esports with I guess around 12 or 11 kill points to take on the winner chicken
11,
with their
yeah.
favor. We'll take 11 kill points. We'll take on to the look for the team stats coming in for the side of Detroit. Hello Mabai with 4 kills, 385 damage, knockouts 1. He also didn't revive one of his teammates. Talk about the side of Dick. He took 3 kills, damage of 450. Knockouts is going to be 4. Revive is going to be 0. Extends 3 kills coming on to his side. Damage of 671. Knockouts is going to be 2. Lyosh only 1 kill. Damage is going to be 614 knockouts. Look at the entire damage coming in for the side of Lyosh or the side of Dyke. They're definitely, even for the side of Extends, they're definitely going for those gun power play, going for those, I would say, just racking up, trying to just rack up the kills maximized for their entire team. But if we talk about the side of Not Bad, if we talk about the side of Bullet, especially when we talk about the side of Green Tire, these are some other teams who actually wanted to go in and play those entire gunfights for getting those kill points. Because take a look at the side of Green Tire, they got 8 kills, Bullet with 7 kills, Not Bad with 6 kills, and in the end, but it was the side of Sunshine to get be on the last remaining 2 teams, especially when there was one of the guys who remained in the 1v3 scenario, especially talking about the side of Sunshine. 6 kills and 6 point total of 12. But yes, we cannot just kind of like separate the side of Mind Guards. We cannot separate the side of Disqualifier. They're still trying to remain in the top 8, but I do believe that there's still going to be a lot of work to do to get in the another 3 maps, to get in the right kind of score, to be remaining in the top 8, to get qualified.
But now let's talk about the most valuable one in the match number 1 of the day number 3 of semi-finale. It is Hello My Bad coming from Detroit Esports with a decent amount of frags in his favor, to be precise 4k, and the damage is going to be 384, which is, again, remember guys, lesser than what 4k should have been giving, because of the fact that his teammates were damaging the player and he was also getting the frags. It's good to see that kind of conversion coming in, and even one headshot was also there from this MVP guy known as Hello My Bad, coming from Team Detroit Esports. Amazing play, amazing stance from his corner, and if he's going to be persistent with that, if he's going to be very consistent with it, definitely things will change, as did the overall top fraggers list as well. Because remember, the one which was sitting on the top of the leaderboard, who is now at the 2nd position, and also the guy who was at the 4th position is now at the 3rd one. That means Grown has been crowned as the overall top fragger, and look at the damage, it's more than 4,000. That shows that he could have easily gone with he could have easily got, I guess, at least 40 frags in his favor, but he had got just 19 because of the knockouts and the damages that he was able to give up Phil. But now, guys, I believe the next matchup is going to get started pretty soon, which will be the semi-finale match number 10 out of the 16 which are supposed to happen. But Aimbo V2 and Dipseo, they are also very close to dethroning players like Groan and Mercy Pennywise. So I'm definitely counting onto them that in this matchup things will change drastically. But there you go. The semi-finale is here, as we can witness. This is the match number 10, and the map of an angle is upon us. The flight path is looking good. It is starting from the northeastern corner, going all the way towards military base, exactly like the previous flight path. But it started in the previous matchup from military base, ended towards Kameshki. But this time, it is starting from Kameshki, ending towards military base. Interesting.
Yeah, let's see what's gonna be. I would say the entire play coming in from all of the teams who are still not able to get in the top 8, especially when we talk about the side of bad boys who are uh, in every second the map getting eliminated very early. How we can forget the side of take risk, man. Take risk at the is they are the bottom of the table with 16 points only. Kind of like I don't want to like be mean, but sound kind of a little bit mean, but they're at the 16th spot with 16 points, but they gotta switch gears as soon as possible. They gotta be just be on the kind of like a momentum play coming on to their favor, that you have to go ahead, take those fights, be a little confident, try to go for the best of the best utility plays coming in. But for now, folks, I do feel that again is going to be an eastern shift. After a while, we'll be able to see where the entire shift entire play circle shift is going to be there, because they're going to be the side of Mindguts to dropping towards the Severny region, very near to the Severny region. It's going to be again disqualifiers going for the military base. We see the side of Take Risk being on to the edges, and again, that's going to be an eastern shift coming in. And this is the second time on towards the second map of Wrangle to see a same kind of circle shift.
Well, the circle shift is pretty same, so I feel the teams can actually get an idea of where the play zone could be and also rotate along the way initially. But Digital Esports have decided to go and completely rotate towards the areas of Georgiable containers. They are going to first of all loot that area, then eventually be ready with the rotations. And I believe the northern rotations are going to be a little bit more easier for them rather than going for the areas like Rozok or Pochinki, because that can be very, very, very tragic. There is going to be a lot of defensive cover over there, and the teams are going to hold off their decent sites, which is in turn going to prove a lot of lethal damage onto the players. But if I talk about 010 Esports, they are currently in the Stalber region, close to the Stalber region, to be honest. It is an area between Stalber and Severny, a very impressive area, a very interesting area, because the play zone could actually unfold over here. So the players have already decided that they're going to jump in a safer haven, so that they have the right idea and also the right loot is going to be there, and they don't have to move in a lot of POIs, because if the movement is not there, yes, things can be a little bit more easy for you, and you can easily create a defensive parameter. See, while you are slamming, you don't have the information where the opponent is holding, and if you are already in a very good defensive cover, if you are already in the circle, so I feel you are one of those individuals who can easily shut down the opponent if they are trying to slam onto you. But for now, even Team Bad Boys have got a very good control of the shelter region, and they're looting it. They are scattered, but at the same point, they have relayed the information that there is nobody in close proximity to us, and they've got their buggies, they've got their Dacias, their UASs, which are obviously going to help them to rotate and eventually hold off a very good angle.
Yes, sir. But I still feel that the teams who are at the tabletop right now are gonna be remaining in the tabletop for now, because man, most of the maps have been. This is like a just like a small observation thing which I'm trying to put on, because when we talk about the side of flashbang, yes, they are getting eliminated in few maps very early, but on towards one of the, I would say, last map, especially on the side of Vikendi and Tego, it's the side of flashbang to get the maximum amount of kills. The side of Vikendi has been the second highest amount of kills, which has been favored to the side of flashbang. Talking about the side of Green Dragon, yes, a similar kind of situation. On Miramar, they have proven to be one of the strong dominating teams, but on to Wrangle, on to Tiago, on towards the side of I can also call, like, when the Miramar is gonna be the second man, they also go for those maximum amount of kill points in their favor. Thomas or DG Rat, sometimes around, yeah, they get get eliminated very early. Sometimes they get third party very early. Sometimes it's gonna be the winner with chicken dinner. But when it comes down to side of getting those maintenance point, when it comes down to side of getting those skill points kind of right, they're still one of the strongest teams. So I feel like, yes, Rida, in if you ask me what's going to be the entire play for the next couple of maps, because we still have the entire one day remaining, and that's going to be none other than the tomorrow's night. I feel like yes, the entire top three and top four scenario is gonna be the same for now. You're gonna see Green Dragon taking the first place. We will see Flashbang getting dropped down toward the third place. This entire placement of top four teams is gonna be hustle and tussle every now and then. But the main question is for the side of Sunshine, 0-1-0, never mind, disqualify, go to hell, Bullet Train, Bad Boy, Stardust. Because from the 5th to 12th position, this is where the action is gonna get kind of like a roller coaster ride for all of them. If they are able to get those skill points right, able to get those placement point rights into their favor.
Yeah, definitely. These are the few teams which are marginalized at the positions like 6 to 12. So obviously there is a good notion that they might actually come back, but for that they have to have a consistent approach in the game. They have to have at least 2 or 3 chicken dinners in the rest remaining matches. To be precise, including this one, we just have 7 more matches to go with. That means already somewhere around 55% of the job is done. But right now, if we talk about the teams which are trying to loot and get the right idea of where they are and how they can actually retaliate, this is the area of the Milta factory. Then the players are reaching out to the Milta Power region. They might actually go for the regions like Prison, but over there, already teams like Take Risk have got a very good stronghold. So if these teams go in a very close proximity to that team known as Take Risk, remember guys, in the previous matchup, Take Risk was not able to bring a lot of output for themselves. So now they have to be aggressive. They have to get those frags because, as I said earlier, taking a look at the points distribution, you can't really go for the top three positions every now and then. It is not a situation where you are going to get in 16 matches 16 positions in your favor in the top three. It's not like that. You have to get some frags, you have to get some good eliminations so that you can really assure yourself or your team or your leaderboard that yes, we are able to get some good points in our favor, and at the end when the leaderboard is going to get converged, we will still be at a very good spot. I'm not talking about being at the tabletop list. I just want these teams to be at the top 8 positions, be it the seventh one or even the 8th position, because you get a clean sheet, a clean chart, a zero status when it talk over the grand finale. Because from there, the journey will once again restart. There will be 12 good matches in the grand finale. There will be 8 amazing other teams who have been invited. So obviously, doing the homework for them in the initial day for both the groups are going to be very difficult. Be it the group of those top 8 teams who are going to get qualified or the top 8 teams who are going to get invited. Both of them are going to have trouble while reading the opponent. But go to hell on the same corner, gets taken down. A very sad side to watch because Flashbang was very adamant on the fact that they will be able to take them down, and Go to Hell decided to still rotate and get some good information. And while taking the information, they have taken a big loss.
Yes, for now again, man, it's gonna be the side of none other than Exo Russian to get knocked apart from one of the teams that's gonna be none other than side of Naman. So two of the teams who are right now at the 7th position, never mind, is the 7th position overall, and Take Risk at the bottom of the food chain. So I feel like Take Risk has a huge, I would say, feat if they get the side of Nevermind eliminated from their hands. But right now we see that side of Talos kind of being a little bit overwhelmed to what to do, what not to do. But he has placed up those smokes very carefully. Right now, trying to rotate on. Sarapena coming in from side Nevermind. There's going to be only 3 guys now. He tried to take down the shot towards side which Abudi was trying to rotate from another vehicle. For now, never mind, there's going to be a real big challenge how they can get to the final circle or even into the phase 5 circle with just 3 guys, because there are going to be a lot of teams who are just able to survive with 2 and 3 guys. There's, I would say, in terms of the amount, in terms of the number, they are very less to get with the full manpower advantage. Shansha Decatur try to get the other side, trying to fire upon. Oh, there's gonna be other guy trying to come from another direction, and a surprise attack, I suppose, and Decatur get confirmed. Iconics is already knocked down. Okay, kind of like not expected thing coming in for the side of Sunshine. Bunkai and Crossberg are going to be the 2 players who are just surviving upon to this second map of Wrangle. Especially talking about the side of Bunkai is coming in from the eastern perspective from what we saw toward the side of Crossberg. Right now, disqualify all of the players from the side of Discord, trying to find the 3rd guy, but unless Crossberg gonna give away his position, he gets the side of Quickstep 2K. Nice spray going down from this guy, but right now he needs to be very much careful because all of the guys can actually just rush down upon him and take him out pretty easily. This is what I was talking about.
Oh, the M249, the generator is being utilized. Chokwiz gets a crucial pick on the player known as Bad Boys. One individual but disqualifiers. Quickstep 2K, can you be revived? I feel it's kind of impossible. But Deva Explicit on the other corner from Bad Boys has been taken down by the player known as Track for Hoots coming from Team Go to Hell. Oh, a nade being utilized. Vibrois gets taken down. Bullet Train is also fighting back. That means we have a barrage of teams coming in that small vicinity. Plenty of teams are fighting back. And the small circle, I mean, this is not even a small circle, to be honest. I was expecting this to be a fourth or fifth play zone, but remember, guys, this is not even the first play zone that has been crumbling down. Very soon, the first plane is going to get closed, and then the second play zone marker will be coming in. But it's pretty unconventional to see this kind of approach due to the fact that in the previous matchup, exactly similar zone was there. The teams have already decided that they're going to make that early rotation, and due to that, these kind of eliminations are coming in. Sunshine, Crossmark finds a crucial one. The guy who has been taken down, the player who has been taken down, is going to be Quick Step 2K from team disqualifiers, and he's actually a crucial player from that particular team. But even after Team Sunshine has got a crucial pick, look at that. They've already lost two big giants of their own. It's Iconics and Decathlon GX. Iconics, that individual who carried his team, to be honest, till the second position in the previous matchup after the whole team got destroyed. So it does feel a little bit like, let's say, sad at the same point. But at the same point, this has to happen so that the next star can rise. But go to hell. Now they're getting shot from multiple corners. Team Take This is staying far away, but at the same point, taking a lot of heavy lifting and doing a lot of damage onto the players. But once the smoke gets diminished, they can easily get at least 2 frags out of it.
Let's see what's going to be the play. Just Buran gets down the side of Incan Murphy. Good shots coming with the DMRs. It's going to be just one last guy from the side of Godwell. There's going to be just Bhutan to going, trying to use all of the healy builds in his inventory. It's going to be the side of Fladon to just go ahead from side of Bullet Train. Gets on the last guy and Go to Hell gets eliminated at the 14th spot. The first team to get eliminated on the side of map of Rangle. Talk about how take risks is going to be a big opportunity for them. Right now, they're still trying to make up a decision. Waiting in for the third guy. He's just punching in. On the other side, we see the side of E Point getting used from the side of Stardust. Joquist, Zerpy, Midby, Mystic trying to rotate upon towards the safer heavens of the entire Rangle map. Again, we have seen that when we saw the big picture of the map, when we saw the entire first play circle happening, the entire shoot was again going on towards the eastern region. So yeah, they're trying to get towards the eastern spot, towards the very eastern as much as possible, because there are going to be a lot of teams holding down the compound. There are going to be a lot of teams holding down the same vicinity. On the other hand, Carmuffle gets down the side of Abudi, so the clash has happened. The side of Takers has actually gone for a fight against the side of Bullet Train. A few seconds back only we saw the entire team taking up a rotation with the vehicle.
I mean, I'm so scared for these guys from Stardust. They don't have an idea where they are gliding. There are opponents. There are already opponents waiting for them. But if they drop in this squad house, they can actually survive. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. They've got the information that they do have opponent in a closer proximity. And look at that. Flashbang is also shooting them down. But it's not going to be that easy to completely take the players down. And they've already made their move. And they've already secured a good position in the squad house, but not bad at the same point. Gets taken down by the team known as Bad Boys. It's irony, that's what we have in this game. But Dragonov being utilized, Enforce being utilized, Take Risk on the other corner, still fighting back. The flashbang goes in. Oh, look at this, a beautiful approach. Aggression is still working out. Russian once again gets eliminated. If it talks about Abudi, he has to do a 1v2, but no, he gets taken down. No, this is not a very good scenario for him. Abul Mir, last individual with the SKS in the hands. He wants to fall back because he knows he can't really do anything at this point. All he can do is just survive. If you go for those placement points, maybe something beautiful for the team is going to come. But yeah, there you go. Ekan Smurfle also receives a lot of damage. Does not have any kind of helmet in his favor. And due to that, yes, the initial shots coming from Abul Mir was absolutely hectic onto this guy. But Abul Mir is caught outside the circle. Second play zone is going to get crumbled down. Then the third play zone will be coming in. And once the third play zone marker comes in, there will be two things. First of all, a hard shift. And secondly, if we talk about the next thing that is going to happen, it will be increase in the zone damage. And that's exactly what now Abul Mir is going to face. But Abul Mir had a vehicle, had a US, and that's what he is going to utilize to completely fall back from the scene. Then maybe he's going to retaliate, then maybe he's going to fight back. But at this point, if we talk about the rest remaining teams in the lobby, we have Team Take Risk surviving barely with one individual. As I said, Amul Mir, he's the individual who is surviving from that corner. But apart from that, when we talk about the manpower, absolutely happy to see those teams who were actually quite confident in the previous matchup are also surviving. You talk about Team Green Dragons, they're still surviving with a full 4 manpower. You talk about Digital Esports, they secured a chicken dinner, they're here to secure another one. That's why they are surviving with a full 4 manpower. They're not initiating any kind of worthless fights. If we talk about Stardust, they have a very vulnerable compound because they're caught off guard in between two big players. It is Sunshine Esports, it is Bad Boys, and there is one more team in the closer vicinity, unable to see their name, and it is Flashbang. Yeah, Flashbang is the name, which is over there on the eastern side of this particular map. This particular play zone, to be specific. So it's going to be a tough battle for Stardust. But if they play their kites right, if they are able to hold off their compounds in a better fashion, they can easily secure a winner in the chicken dinner because they have got the hardcore defensive compound in the next upcoming play zones. The third one is already in their favor. Fourth one is also going to be in their favor, I believe. And then maybe in the fifth one, a hard shift will be coming in. Due to that, these guys might have to rotate. But other than that, they're pretty much looking good.
Okay. I feel like still, man, there's a whole lot of job needs to be done from the side of Stardust. In some maps, they are able to get those kills, and those kills aren't very big in number. We have seen maximum of 5 kills for the entire semi-finale play days. I would say like 5 kills was there in, I guess, the first map of Wrangle only when the entire semi-finale started. So I feel like for the side of Stardust, they need to focus a lot means like a lot, man, to get those kill points, get those placement points in their favor. They get eliminated very early. Their overall standing doesn't look so, I would say, good and secure. They still can be replaced by some other team. So I feel like yes, it feels like yes, when in a classic map like Wrangle, in a very OG map like Wrangle, where you know every corner, every house, you just need to feel a little bit more confident. You just need to be kind of like, okay, if I see this team, if I have a intel around a team, I should act upon it as soon as possible. But hey, it doesn't mean that you just you use your vehicles, you kind of like rush on towards them. You just need to be a little bit more careful, a little bit more cautious, and just play on your play on your best confidence.
Gather the information, relay it to your IGL, and then whatever the IGL is able to call out, act upon it. That's what we really have to see in this particular matchup, because if that synergized momentum is going to come from all four individuals of a particular team, I do believe an easy cakewalk victory could be there for them. But apart from that, look at this, the phase 4 is coming pretty soon, and I do believe Stardust is still going to have their zone. And yeah, indeed, that's the case. Stardust is still there right in the center, I believe, and 010 Esports is also pretty close to them. And due to this kind of approach, due to this kind of circle being delivered, Flashbang has to now move in. Mindguards has to now move in. Digital Esports, which is feeling very comfortable, has to now move into the circle. And this is the moment where these big giants can be slayed, can be taken down, can be ripped apart. And I'm totally confident that there are going to be a lot of fights coming in pretty soon. But Sunshine Esports versus Bad Boys is another love story that we have to talk about, because in this matchup as
Yeah.
well, both the teams are pretty close to each other and they are taking a fight. But what is that? Look at this. Team Bullet Train are trying to make their move back into the circle. Never mind, is waiting patiently. With that, now they're going to wreak havoc onto the players. They're going to take some hefty shots onto the individuals. And I do feel there could be a
Oh.
very early knockout coming in. But even before that, Stardust from the other corner is like a blessing in disguise for the players of Team Bullet Train, because the individuals from Team Nevermind was trying to shoot them down. Stardust on the other corner were able to retaliate and take the players down. Like, no, Jock Weeze has to push back himself, because he knows even if he gets a knockout, what if he's going to get taken down? He has to look for the greater good. He has to look for the survival, and that's exactly what they're trying to act upon.
I feel like, I don't know, when we talk about the sort of Bad Boys, we see them like a similar story. Like for the entire semi-finale storyline, it's been a similar story for them. They get fewer one or two kills, one or two kills. Other than that, they they get taken apart from stronger teams like Dragons. But for now, we see Escapation taking those two guys from the side of disqualifiers. 191 mini. It's gonna be a lot of confusion going on his side, where he wants to just take a focused angle right now, popping some energy drink to get on with that boost. And for the other guy who's trying to come up on Excavation, cooking up a really good nade. This can be the nade which can go for his kill, and it is. What a coordinated effort. And this is how you want to play the entire semi-finale game, folks. The entire team of disqualifiers get abandoned, get destroyed for now. Yes, I will use that word for the side of Green Dragons. But DJ on the other hand, another team to get destroyed from the hands of the Dragons. It's going to be a side of Mindguard. So for now, if we take a look what's happening for the 1.5 map of today, I mean, like, is it a Term Raider 1.5 map for like, because like only half of the entire time has passed by. Jokes apart. So I feel like for the entire, I would say last time also, for the entire after last 20 minutes also, as I speak, the two teams who are so well performing in terms of getting those gunfights right. So it's gonna be DJ, it's gonna be Green Dragon. So I would love to see in the third map or fourth map These two teams fighting off in a final circle.
They have to take a fight. They have to initiate the battle. They have to retaliate at the same point. I'm totally confident that this time the fights are going to be absolutely chaotic because once again we'll get to see an open zone with some small compounds are definitely there which are going to create a lot of pressure. But look at this, Phoenix from the team Nevermind is going to bounce back. But what is happening to team? Where is their fourth man? And obviously, lack of manpower is something which is creating a lot of pressure onto the players of Nevermind. But I'm still kind of like, let's say, happy because even if teams team Nevermind is able to qualify in the top eight, job will be done. This is why the semi-finale is here. It's about the qualifications, not about the bragging rights of winning the TEC Gauntlet series or the whole scenario of getting the prize pool or the lion's share of the prize pool. Remember, there is massive $10,000 on the stakes apart from the bragging rights, and at the same point, there are G coins for the fourth to eighth positions, which are the in-game currency for these individuals to gain. I'm looking forward to see who is going to perform and who is going to take away that lion's share. But even before that, we still have a 3.5 days of action left because there are 6 matches to today and 4 tomorrow in the whole scenario of the semi-finale. Then we'll get to see, I believe, 6 matches each day in the grand finale as well. But look at those tap shots coming by the Metanoy. Yes, indeed, his shots were kind of precise, but not enough to completely put down the player. And I thought for a moment initially when the third circle shifted that Digiride Esports might actually face a tough time while rotating the circle. But Digiride had different plan. They knew who can be their obstacle. They pushed upon them and eventually completely shut those players down. But now Digiride Esports is going to get caught off guard in a battle between Flashbang. Oh, what? I thought that this battle is going to get escalated, but no, that's not the case. I was trying to talk about Digitide Esports, but all of a sudden, what happens? We see a elimination bracket coming in, and that was for Team Flashbang. That means the whole team has been destroyed in a span of just 10 seconds, all thanks to Digitide Esports. But then again, from Team Nevermind, there were some good shots as well.
On the end, never mind. You wanna just take out the few of the players. Last remaining player from Sarah Bullet Train to get eliminated at 9 spots. Sunshine also gets eliminated. A lot of nades are coming onto the play. Boy, never mind. He's going all ham. Just looking on the best form. Sarah 010 Esports. We see a lot of revivals coming in. Carla is just gonna get revived over there. Yeah, he's gonna get revived. On the other hand, never mind. Oh, mate be coming with that. All of those, little bit of a
Oh,
a
more
little bit of
talent.
explosions. All those mortars right on the faces of Nevermind players. Slowly and steadily. Oh, we see. What? Layosh? Did I saw that right? Or am I blind? No, I am not. I saw that right. So it was one of the Layosh nades to pick off his own teammate. So for now, it's going to be end of the story in the second half of the angle for the side of DJ Rad. Mistake on the other hand, lot of explosions are happening, a lot of drama is going on in this map, folks. See that kill feed, dude. Vehicle turnover takes down the side of Carla. Okay, and Stardust takes down the entire team of Nevermind at the 6th spot. Boy, oh boy, what a drama. We see a team dominating in a fight. We see the same team getting third party from another team. So, welcome to semi-finale.
Well, yeah, I am still looking forward to see how the semi-finale is going to get evolved because this is the day of comeback. Tomorrow, the judgment will be coming in. That means the day of judgment is going to be full of more and more chaos, full of 100% giving when it comes to the aggression. But for now, Green Dragons is going to repass himself. Escapation, already with 4K in his favor, he has shown that how chaotic he can be if he gets the right momentum. But Bad Boys on the other corner is struggling because one individual has been taken down, the other one is still holding a decent spot. But there you go, another nade goes in with that Bad Boy. 2K is going to get eliminated. In his span, we have Team Green Dragons now performing. Grown is still going to get many more frags in his favor, and I believe he's not going to leave behind his tag of being the top fragger of the leaderboard, top fragger of the semi-finale, because he's still working his way to get many more frags. But Stardust barely surviving him. Sing, to be honest, he had to fall back to this tree cover. Otherwise, he could have been taken down. But on the other corner, if you talk about 010 Esports, also in a very tough spot.
Yeah.
The players are trying to repass. The players are trying to get some good nades. But the flashbang, the strong way to be precise, is going to go in. That nade can be absolutely chaotic. Oh, this guy! He was able to retaliate. He was able to shoot the player down despite of the fact that he was stunned. Amazing. But, oh, the blue zone grenade being now utilized. The player had to come in an open spot and he's indeed going to get taken down by No Joke Weez. I still remember the fact that in the open qualifiers, No Joke Weez was one of the biggest names when you talk about the aggression. Although in the semi-finale, when the opponents are getting even stronger, yes, somewhere No Joke Weez's aggression has been diminished.
I don't know what to say at this point of time, dude, because Green Dragon is absolutely looking like you know, that dragon who needs to just burn down the entire map for themselves with their flames coming out of their mouth. Because right now, on towards the last map also, they did some good kill points, but they were not able to get in the top 3 top 4, as I correctly remember. Crossco push on side of joke basis, he takes on with that AK Orc spray. It's going to be Zerby and Mystic trying to get on towards the top of the roof for now. They're going to find some loot also. It's going to be one of the nades, which he didn't have previously. Zerby, on the other hand, he's trying to focus with his Mini 14 towards where one of his one of his teammates did go down upon. But it will be better to, if regroup with his teammates, be on a kind of like a hiding spot. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. He gets spotted by the side of ground. On the other hand, he takes the shot to the side of Outmill. Maybe he can get this kill though. Crossco also focus on to the side of the same guy. And yeah, there you go. Takers gets in with the third spot. Now it's going to be a 4v2 scenario. Stardust facing up the side of Green Dragons. For now, 7 kills for the side of Green Dragon. They don't want to commit any kind of aggressive mistakes. They don't want to just go for some overpeaking scenario. It's just better if they remain over here. But I feel like I said that too early, because when we look at the mini map, they're gonna be on the edges of the circle. And look at the kills. They're gonna be same amount of kills for both sides. So it's more of like who plays on the man advantage better and who plays on the vice versa, who plays on the man disadvantage better. Because for the side of Stardust, they do have the good positioning, but on the other hand, towards the side of Green Dragon, they have good overall manpower, like man advantage.
Well, talking about the past history of what Green Dragons was capable of and how they have performed, I do feel it's an easy cakewalk for them. And if they lose this chicken dinner, I would be so surprised. But there you go. They've already taken down M-Sync. That means the last individual is going to be over there, known as Zerfi. And he's the only guy which is still surviving from Team Stardust. And he's the only obstacle that Team Green Dragons have to pass in order to secure a 19-pointer chicken dinner, because that's all they're going to get. This could have been even more, because the aggression somewhere around from Green Dragons stopped for a moment, but look at that. An impressive play coming in. The nade definitely impacted, nice. And after that, the last bullet from Groza got connected, and with that, the winner chicken dinner for the team will be coming in. Green Dragons got the green light to secure the chicken dinner, and they definitely acted upon it. And with that, yes, a 19-pointer bomber coming in for the Giants of Green Dragons.
Yeah, man. I would say for the side of Green Dragon, the story certainly being ready for that number 1 spot, in my opinion, because on how they're able to get those kills right in their favor is definitely helping them a lot. And when I say a lot, it's helping them a huge margin. They're getting those kill points right. They're getting the whenever chicken dinner right into their table. So I feel like yes, Green Dragon is definitely fighting for that number 1 spot for now.
Oh yeah, definitely. The number 1 spot is definitely going to be in the favor of Team Green Dragons, because even if you talk about the past matches, trust me guys, Green Dragons have already secured a beautiful chicken dinner in the match number 4, which was the day number 1 of the semi-finale. The last match that happened on that day was already in the favor of Team Green Dragons. And apart from that, it's not like they are one show wonder. It's not like they've got just a single individual matchup in their favor and then they all got destroyed. They have been consistent. They have been consistently approaching for at least 5 or 6 or 10 points in their favor in every single matchup. And if you get to see the overall standing in the later stages, when we talk about that overall standing, you will get to see that this team has got on average 9 to 12 points in their favor in every single matchup, if you talk about the average situation for them. And obviously this 19-pointer chicken dinner is also going to push them a lot when it comes to the leaderboard. At the same point, if you talk about teams like Flashbang, definitely tried. Even Team Digiride Esports definitely tried. They were able to shut down the players of Team Nevermind, but at the end, Nevermind's last individual was able to retaliate in a very big fashion. But let's have a look at the highlights as well, because it will give us a brief idea of how it all started and at the end what we all got.
It was all, coming down to the side of Go to Hell. They did give a good fight with Sarah Bullet Train, but in the end, it was a clutch coming in from that one lonely guy. But talking about Sarah Take Risk also, they did give their really best. But, in the end, most of the time, we see, the side of Take Risk getting eliminated very much early. But take a look at this one, dude. Disqualifier just got obliterated from both sides, dude. But not the last remaining guy. It got a last shot towards one of the players coming from the side of Green Dragon, but it was one of the nades also to just getting so rightly tossed upon the window pane, inside the window pane. And one of the most surprising elimination for that one was from the side of Digiride, and that is that one point where all of the teams were trying to get on towards top, like 8 or 9 teams were trying to get inside the safer circle after the phase 5 circle did got suppressed upon, and there was teams getting third party. The teams were getting in the dual try, 1v1 team fights try. They were getting third party every now and then. So it was more about on how teams focus their fire on different angles. It was more on how about teams focus their entire strategy onto one particular fight. Teams how use their smokes and all of the blue zone nades that we're seeing a lot from the last 2 days. So I feel like
Yeah.
yes, it was more on how team just focus their entire strategy right at the right point of time. Because Green Dragon, they were not able to get the winner chicken dinner right in the first map, but they were able to get some good kills. This time around, they felt that yes, we need to play edge to edge because this is what they were looking in for. They needed to just play in for those skill points. They did that. They played for winner chicken dinner, and there you have the results.
Well, indeed, a beautiful matchup coming in from Green Dragons. The question now resumes that is it going to be a consistent approach from these giants? Because Digital ID Esports and Green Dragons, these are the two teams. After seeing and after analyzing the past 8 matches, I do feel these are the two consistent teams. But let's see. After a quick short break, we will get to see how the next matchup is going to get unfolded because we do have Vikendi and Tego left. So stay tuned, guys. We will be back in a short span of time.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to the Esports Club Gauntlet release powered by Zotac game with our broadcast partner being Logo. This is going to be Bullet on the desk. Joining alongside with me is going to be Mr. Raider. Yes, folks, we are done with the two maps. On the second map, it was the side of Green Dragon. On the first map, it was the side of Green Dragon to take the winner with a chicken dinner. But for now,
Yeah.
the maps are gonna get changed. It's gonna be, I guess, the side of Weekendy to be on the third map.
Well, yeah, the snowy caps are going to come, but before that, let's talk about the stats. Match standings, match
Oh,
summaries, everything will be coming in. But thanks to the production team, we'll get to see a lot of details this time. The longest frag that we did got in this particular matchup was a 427 meter by escapation coming from the exact team known as Green Dragons. Amazing play coming in. But on the other corner, if we talk about the total kills that happened in this matchup was 48, total knockouts were 55, healings were 110. And if you talk about the damage, it's not that much. It's 10,000, but we usually see
yeah.
in the map of Miramar and Erangel, the damage crosses apart, like crosses somewhere around 25,000, 30,000. But yeah, still this is kind of good. Headshot was 13. This shows the precision. And if you talk about the total revivals or rescues, those are 19.
I feel like on how a lot of teams are performing, and but hey, look at, I'm sorry to cut myself only out. Longest kill descent is 427 meters coming from the side of Skipation. I remember we saw the 300 meter mark in the last MENA region based tournament coming from the side of TC, but 427, another record getting shattered, and they got into IP. But for now, let's take a look at the Green Dragon team stats for the last map. There's going to be Scapation coming in with the 4 kills, Crown with 2 kills, one Tron with 2, Trosker with also 1. But look at the damage. The damage is very much distributed and well balanced from all of the team players. Like it means that how this team is taking those calls in. It means that how the well coordinated teams are actually, when they spot someone, everybody just going ham with their guns towards the opponent team. Yeah.
Well, the game has already been started, so let's have a look at what happens next because the play zone is absolutely amazing. Once again, a Central Eastern zone is going to come pretty much similar to what Erangel was offering us in the last two maps. But now, if you talk about the zones and if you talk about the teams that are there in that particular zone, I do feel that the number of teams that are currently in the circle is not that much. We have Green Dragons, and we do have another team like Take Risk. And apart from that, Not Bad is also pretty close to that circle. Even Go to Hell has got the centric part of the circle. But apart from that, if you talk about 010 Esports or even Team Stardust, they are way too far away. They are looting the Goroka regions. And then they have to be back in the scene. And eventually, if we talk about
Yeah.
Mind Guards, they're actually down in the southern parts. In Krennic, we have another team known as Disqualifiers. And if we talk about Team Bad Boys, they're looting another beautiful region known as Dobromesto. And Sunshine is there, pretty close to some more compounds. And at the end, I would like to see some beautiful rotational plays because the play zone is already looking quite decent. Let's see what happens next. But the fact that the Green Dragons is already there with 96 points, Digiride is there with 92 points. That shows that this team is actually very, very close to being the victorious one. And it feels like that the triple digit marker will be coming in today because all Green Dragons need is just 4 points and then the century will be hit. Digiride on the other corner is there with 92 points. That means 8 more to really get the century marker. But if you talk about Flashbang, now comes the
Yeah.
buffer. From Flashbang to Digiride Esports, the buffer is actually quite high.
Especially on the map of Weekendy, I feel like all of those teams which are down after the fifth position, Sunshine 010, even you take the side of disqualifiers, especially for the side of Green 12 and the side of Flashbang, these are some of those teams which are very much capable of taking those high number of kill points and placing points in their favor, and especially comes on side of Weekendy and Tago. So I feel like a lot of top posting teams for the side of DigiRat, Not Bad. Even I can take the side of Flashbang, but Flashbang did take a winner of chicken dinner towards one of the Weekendy and Tago on the first day of semi-finale. But for now, first, I'd like to remind you, make sure to check out the Zotac gaming cards, especially for the side, especially the RTX 4070 AMP Aero card, which comes with 3 plus 2 years of warranty. You have the Ice Storm 2.2 cooling or clocked premium design of Spectra 2.0 RGB lighting. And as always, folks, I'm not just going to make this up. I'm just going to be very straight up with you. I'm personally using Zotac cards for last almost 2 years now. It was my first PC build. I got one of the best Zotac GPU for myself, and it's outperforms every other game. I play a lot of FPS titles, play a lot of PUBG these days also. So yeah, it's one of the best cards, one of the best GPU cards you can get out there in the market. And I would say the best part is that you get the best after sales service from the side of Zotac gaming. And the best part is that you get 5 years of warranty. I mean, like, there are very less brands out there which provides 5 years of warranty, and one of the best brand to go for is going to be, of course, the side of Zotac Gaming. So make sure to check out the latest lineup of Zotac Gaming GPU cards. But for now, as we see the side of Observatory, we see the side of Bullet Train trying to loot upon to the regions of Observatory. Oh, we see already see some fights getting started off. It's going to be the side of Gron to take down two Dips, Yo-Yo, and Fancy from this team of Not Bad.
Well, Team Green Dragons is still looking phenomenal. Grown, that individual who is already becoming the top fragger of the leaderboards, is still performing, is still getting the heavy lifting. But go to L on the other corner with the M24 and the 4x action, and I'm looking forward to see if that connection is going to be made. But no, that's not the case. The connection is yet to be made between Go to L and the other team known as the Green Dragons. But I feel a lot of output is yet to be happening. The restricting of the play zone is also going to be there. The phase one is going to get compromised, and after that phase one, that means the first play zone is going to get compromised. We might see some more fights, but Not Bad on the other corner is still unable to find a very good spot to retaliate because they are again getting picked off. Earlier, they were getting shut down by the players of team. If I'm not wrong, Green Dragons, and now they have been shot down by the players of Flashbang. But you can also improve your performance, guys, by purchasing the Zotac Gaming RTX 4070 Amparo graphic cards, and the links are given in the description. That will give you all the details regarding the cooling and stuff. But look at this, a precise play coming from Green Dragon. He's gonna do a 1v2. It is possible. Escapation in the last one. Remember, guys, he was able to get a 427 meter of a frag in the previous matchup of an angle. But this time, can he replicate that? Can he still be the fruitful one? Is the bigger question coming in. Green Dragon is suffering a lot. Drone has been taken down. They've already gained two good frags, but the fact that their players have lost a lot of HP is not at all looking good. But MK14 already in the hand. Crossco can become the behemoth in this particular matchup because this is the one of the most damaging weapon that you can really have, because this is a marksman rifle, a DMR, which can be utilized in an automatic weapon like situation. And obviously, when it's a marksman, its damage is going to be high. When it's a markman, maybe its recoil is also going to be high. Actually, its recoil is one of the highest that you get from every weapon coming in from this particular game. The PUBG PC MK14 has got one of the highest recoils, but then only 3 bullets can put a player down. So you have to be precise with those recoils. You have to be precise with the aim. But apart from that, 4 good frags already in the favor of Team Green Dragons. And remember, guys, 96 points is where Team Green Dragons was sitting at after 10 matches in the whole semi-finale, and now they've got 4 more. That means they've already touched the 100 marker. Impressive play.
Yes, for now, folks, we see the qualifiers taking a fight against Take Risk. On the other hand, Take Risk actually taking another fight towards another team that we just saw on the side of Kilfi. They're getting a little bit shot upon from every side possible. So another time we see the side of Take Risk getting targeted by 2 teams. It's going to be side of Green Dragon from the eastern side. It's going to be disqualified from the perspective of Quicksilver. We can see that right now they are still able to get inside a vehicle and get out of that situation as soon as possible. On towards the side of Go to Hell. The side of Frag Force comes from behind. Escapation goes down. This can be the side of Green Dragon, which might get eliminated very early. Go to Hell is actually going in to just eliminate and throw them towards the hells of PUBG for now. Talking about the side of Green Dragon, yes, they have lost their one of the key players. Escapation, we have seen how capable of that, capable of a capable player the side of Escapation is. But from the behind is going to be 1911 to come in. Takes on side of Grown, and now if we talk about the side of Green Dragon, they're getting suppressed from every other corner possible. So it feels like yes, this might be that elimination point for the side of Green Dragon because they're getting suppressed by 2 teams from 2 different directions.
Well, it does feel like that the challenge is going to get maximized from here. And yes, as you said, they are getting slammed from 2 different angles. And obviously, due to this kind of pressure, things will increase a lot. Things will be a little bit more hectic, a little bit more chaotic. But let's see how the game goes on from here. For now, as we can see that disqualifiers in the previous 2 matches, to be honest, today were not able to perform the way they usually perform in the initial 2 days, and they have to perform equally well. They have to perform with the aggression. They have to be very, very chaotic when it comes to the aggression. And obviously, if that aggression is not here, things will, I guess, drastically fall down, because now we are left with just 5 more matches, excluding this one that we are watching. 1 more match in the map of Tego, and then 2 matches in the map of Miramar. 1 Vikendi and 1 Tego is all we are left with tomorrow. So I believe the teams have to get the idea that this is the day of comeback. We have to do everything possible from our corner, and if we are able to do it, maybe we are going to get in the top 8, And if you are in the top 8, you are going to get the clean sheet, despite of the fact that you are going to get qualified at the bottomest position, that is the 8th position or the 7th one. You are still going to be in the grand finale, where you are going to face off another set of 8 amazing teams which are being invited.
Yeah.
And then you can embark on a new journey where from the start you can dominate, from the start you can learn. But yes, the competition till now has been a very, like, let's say, chaotic. Few teams are performing at the same
Mhm.
time. At the same time, few of those teams are trying to, like, let's say, perform, but they are struggling a lot. You talk about teams like Nevermind. In the previous
Yeah.
matchup, for a brief moment in the map of Erangel, they did look like a team who were trying to get some good picks. Even Team Digital Esports was actually getting on the downfall of this particular scenario. But Nevermind at this point is again getting chased off. G36A in the hand, and apart from that, the secondary weapon is going to be the M24. But look at this, Dyke with the Zima is rotating, but eventually he's getting shot down. The knockout is definitely not going to be there. But the fact that Phoenix has already lost one of his member, that is down to his knees, Team Digiride Esports can actually make a possible move over there. But Digiride Esports is also pretty much, like, let's say, cautious
Yeah.
about the fact that they
Yeah.
might actually lose some players. That's why they're also trying to figure out what they have to do. And if even if the slam is going to be there, they have to time it in a rightly fashion. Otherwise, a ill-timed slam can result in a total team elimination.
Yeah, man. Let's see what's gonna be, case of I would say a lot of teams, because for the side of DigiRad, they did got the first win over the chicken dinner for today's game. For the last two maps, I feel like yes, they have been a very dominating team in the first map of their angle, but on the second map of Wrangle, they did got eliminated at the 8th or 9th spot, I believe. So yeah, I feel like still a lot of top dogs are still not able to be that consistent, still not able to keep those maintenance points in their favor. But I feel like right now one of the players from that are just gonna fire some random shots with his mini 14, maybe trying to attract some of the opponent guys, which are gonna be there in his POI. But right now, as we see on the mini map from observer perspective, there are not a lot of teams very close to their vicinity who are actually gonna get those audio cues from very far away position. We see the side of Bullet Train getting those visual cues that there's going to be 010. Actually, there's going to be a team which is going to be the side of 010 to take a rotation from towards that vehicle and taking a rotation towards the safer side. So yes, I want to take a look at where the entire zone is getting shifted. I want to take a look at on how the zone is getting shifted, because for the last two maps of Erangel, it was completely an eastern side shift. I believe if it is going on towards the western or even the southern side, I feel still a lot of teams will be getting suppressed. A lot of gatekeeping scenarios will be made for the teams who have already a positioning towards the safer circle.
I mean, the zone is already the first play zone. If you talk about that, the zone was already a central eastern one, and as we can see, Villa
Okay.
is in the zone in the second play zone. That means the complete eastern shift is already there in the circle, because Villa is one of those
Ah.
area who is actually on the eastern banks of this whole map of Vikendi. So it's pretty interesting to see how the game is going to go from here, because now the teams are actually struggling to be on the edge of a certain side of a map. And if you are trying to do that, maybe things will change. But look at that. The beer elimination comes in. That means disqualifiers. Bet was able to take down the individual beer, that is the character that we get in this particular individual map. It is exclusive in the map of Vikendi,
Yeah.
the polar bears that come in. And I do remember O'Connor from a team who was taken down, who was ripped apart in the day number one of the semi-finale, I do believe. So it's good to see that the players are trying to be a little bit more serious. They are not going to go down by the hands of a beer, by the claws of a beer, should I say. But apart from that, disqualifiers with some decent ridge in their favor. They're trying to fight back. They're trying to put some good elevation points in their favor. And they're actually in the southern part of Villa. So let's see how they can move, how they can retaliate, because pretty close to that, you have areas like Trika, you have areas like Train Station. So there are a lot of compounds where these teams can go. But Team Digiradi Esports at the same point shuts one down from Team Stardust.
Still, I would say a lot of hard work. Actually, I'm not going to say a job word right now, because just going back, jokes apart, a lot of work needs to be done. If I just talk about for teams like Nanat and the side of Full Tilt, we talk about the side of Stardust. I mean, like for the side of Stardust and even for the side of Go to Hell and Disqualify, these three teams need to get at least what 10 pointers whenever chicken dinner to be remain in the top five, because sixth and seventh and eighth spot is always gonna get changed, because after the eighth map, after this last semi-finale day, it was the side of disqualified to be at 48, never mind with 50, and 010 with 50. All of these teams are at nearly at the same points tally. So I feel like yes, there gonna be a lot of work needs to be done from a lot of teams after the first position. but we kind of see the same story. They get few kills, they get eliminated. Only the side of, I would say, 0-1-0. And if I want to take one name from these 4 teams, I would like to take the name of side of disqualifier to be remain very consistent and a very, I would say, going in for those firepower plays to get those skill points in their favor. But for now, I feel like Green Dragon has an intel of one of the players who's trying to be on the first floor of this particular house lobby. I want to see who's the player that is. And with that blue zone nade coming up, they have,
Not bad.
like,
Yeah.
get that confirmation that there's somebody around, and there's going to be the side of one of the
It's
players
a player
remaining
from
from the
Not
side
Bad.
of not bad. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's going to be the player from Not Bad having the S12K
Oh,
shot, which can be really bad
oh
if he
man.
misses the shot. But hey, a
Oh,
360 finally, and Not Bad get eliminated at the 14th spot, the first team to get eliminated for the map of Vikendi.
hey, even Team Green Dragons is there with just 3 individuals. Not a very good scenario for
Oh,
Team Green Dragons. But the fact that Team Green Dragons has already secured some decent points in their favor, 2 good chicken dinners to be honest, in the 10
uh,
points, in the 10 matches, that is on average in every single day, they are trying to get at least one single chicken dinner in their favor. But look at this, a good retaliation, disqualify, shut down the players known as Take Risk with some good nades, some good sprays, and at the end, the closure is already here. But impressive play coming in. Now we are diving into the phase 3. We have Team Mind Guards who are also facing a lot of shots from Team Sunshine. It's Crossbuck with the MK12 in his hand. He was able to take down the player known as Invocation. But can that knockout be resulted in a final elimination? Is what I really have to see. But Dragonov! Wexton retaliates. Mind Guards Wexton is one of those individuals who have already done a lot of heavy lifting. I remember a map of Tego where he was able to completely about to shut down the players of Team 010 Esports. That's what the capability of this guy is. But Sunshine Esports on the other corner, even Crossbuck is going ham. Its invocation is going to get completely finished off, and now the individual is outside the circle. He has to make his way back in the circle. He has got a Zima, which is a four-tire vehicle and four-wheeler to be precise, and he can utilize it
yeah.
so that he can be in a very good spot. But there you go. Crossbuck, he's going to get taken down. A little bit greedy, and he paid the price.
Ah, Thomas Sunshine, a very well performing team. Gotta get smashed by the nade. Another one coming in. Yes, Vexen gets a confirmation and a double. And there you go with a molly. They get it toasted
Bro.
from the hands of Mind Guards. And boy, Mind Guards is looking very, very confident with the entire play coming into their favor, especially against a team like Sunshine, who was being very consistent with the overall plays. Since I would say the open for all, not very much onto its semi-final, but still consistent compared to what other teams are still, at the bottom of the food chain. But for now, talking about Sarah, never mind, is still trying to hold up a house inside the eastern side of the circle, western sides of the circle. And right now, in my opinion, I feel like Reda, when you are already not in the top 8, you should go for some fights.
Yeah, definitely has to be there. The fights, if they are there, I totally agree with you that these guys who are not in the top 8, they have to fight. They have to take some advancement in the game. Otherwise, they are going to be left with just some points when it comes to the placement. Maybe 1, 2, or maximum 3, 4 points in their favor. That's all they're going to get. But if you are not going to get initiated in those fights, you might not even get that. But remember, guys, you can actually get the Zotac Gaming's RTX 4070 Ampero graphic cards by just clicking on the description and checking out the links that are being given so that you have a clear idea of how this graphic card actually can give you the advantage of the ray tracing, the cooling, and the RGB lighting along with the LSS3. But look at those shots coming from Team Green Dragons. Happy to see that even a team who has got just 3 individuals playing in the game, out of which one is already eliminated, the rest two are still making mayhem. The rest two are still making buzz in the game, and they are trying to take the players down. This shows that commitment. This shows that momentum. This shows that idea of that. Yes, I am one of those guys who can easily shut down the whole lobby. That's exactly what the confidence is all about. But look at this. Finally, Green Dragon is going to get put down. They have been limited at 11th spot, but they had already, if I'm not wrong, 7 to 8 finishes. That means they've done their job in this match as well.
Yeah, but let's see what's going to be the case for last of the 2 guys remaining. They're trying to use up a vehicle to get inside the safe circle. It's going to be the side of DJ Extends to confirm up the side of Chukwueze with that Mini 14 coming on to his play. But for now, DJ Esports looking very confident with their entire long range based skills. They're in for another winner chicken dinner on towards the side of Vikendi, I suppose. But for now, never mind. Still on the same spot, waiting in for the circle to come at their spot and make them just get around. Hello, my bad. Was that through those tree lines coming in? I could be wrong, but I did saw the kill. They do spot pool the players coming in from the side of Bullet Train. The connection needs to be made. Still trying to find one though. Should land, the other hand gets one toward the side of Lardon, and Bullet Train is gonna just survive with one single player.
Well, let's have a look at what happens next because, yeah, the players are struggling. And as you said, Bullet Train is surviving with an individual. That means he has to do the heavy lifting of surviving and getting some good points for the team. But at the same point, we have one more team getting out of the equation. Digirad Esports on the other corner still there, trying to fight back and trying to get their way back into the circle. It's going to be a challenging one. But at the same point, when you talk about teams like 010 Esports, they have also lost a lot of blood.
Mhm.
Glodex is down to dust, and the heel is gone down. And if you talk about Glodex, he's the most fruitful player when you talk about the aggression coming from 010 Esports. And if they have
Mhm.
lost that guy, things have changed. Things are going to change, and things are going to be a little bit more on a tougher note because you don't have that
Mhm.
aggressive player from your team. You don't have that assaulter playing
Mhm.
the role of
Yeah.
getting that initial opening from your team. So it is obviously going to put a lot of pressure. But with the SLR, players are still trying to make a move. And when you talk about the PUBG PC, it is not that much of a play where you go for the ARs. Usually, we do see a lot of Mini 14s, SLRs, SKs, MK12s, MK14s, all of those markmen, the DMRs coming into the picture. But somehow, when we talk about the close range fights, we do see approach of AUG coming in, G36 when we talk about this individual map because it's a Vikendi exclusive weapon. We do see G36 also coming in, but from the back, we have team disqualifiers and 010 Esports with that get eliminated. Along the way, Bullet Train has also been eliminated. So two big giants of the lobby are already down and dusted. Now we are left with just the remaining five in the lobby.
Yep. Triska 191 Mini and B580 using all of the smokes what they have in their utility. I feel like they're out of smokes for now. Spot someone from the side of DJ Rad. I can be that guy to take all of the players surviving from that team because he's on a collateral angle. And that can be the job. But for now, oh, hello, bye bye. Gets inside of Tuska. There you go. The team of disqualifiers might get disqualified for this particular map. Not trying to mean on anything, but yeah, still they're using all of the labels. Not a very safe, I would say, spot in terms of getting those HP right. On the internet, Iska is gonna get confirmed with that blue zone, just touching his, cops. But for now, we see the side of disqualifiers struggling a lot to find a safe cover, struggling a lot to just get around towards the perspective of the side of DigiRad. Not a right time to give away location B58. I feel like, yeah, if you are that one guy who can go in for the last top two squads, just go for it. Don't reveal your position by firing up of those weapons. But for now, take a look at Bad Boys. This is going to be the first time in the entire semi-finale I'm seeing the side of Bad Boys being in the top five. A very much improved gameplay coming from their side. And this is what we want. A team which is not able to get in the top eight, doing a roller coaster ride and taking up the win with a chicken dinner. Who knows?
Well, taking the win with a chicken dinner is definitely something that every single individual is eyeing for in this match. Is it
Yeah.
Bad Boys? Is it teams like Digital Esports or Team Not Bad, never mind to be precise, or Stardust, who's going to take that tournament chicken dinner? A lot of questions running through my mind, but then again, only the most consistent one and with the right idea is going to get it. Disqualifies is surviving with an individual. That means he has to be aware of the fact that he's an individual surviving in the game. He has to just go ahead and make sure that he survives till the end, or at least at the second position to be precise. He should actually go out.
Yeah.
But Stardust versus Nevermind is the fight that I'm looking at, and then maybe Digital Esports also going to add the salt in that wound. And apart from that, 8 finishes is where Digirat is standing. Digirat was definitely improving their performance a lot, and they are, if I'm not wrong, at 92 pointer point marker in the overall standing. So with these 8 points, they've also touched the century marker, and we don't see any flashbang. That means any team known as flashbang, to be honest, right now in the leaderboard. Sorry, in the match. So that
Mhm.
shows that that team had a very clear chance of securing some good points, but in this one also they went down way too early, exactly like the previous matchups. So this is obviously going to impact Flashbang standing a lot. But the fact that only top eight teams are going to get qualified and they are sitting at the third position comfortably, it feels like that even if they are able to just get, let's say, 5 to 10 points in each and individual match, I feel their qualification is kind of secured.
Let's see. I feel like talking about the side of disqualifiers, they still need to get that one win with chicken dinner. On towards the previous days, they were able to get one, but not any in the second day of semi-finale. For now, folks, it's gonna be Bad Boy with four players surviving. Never mind with three. Digirab with two, one kind of getting bleeded out, but he's getting revived in the next 3 seconds. Will be up on his feet. and starters with 2. So it's more of like a 4v3v3v2 situation where, in terms of man advantage, bad boys have all the odds in their favor to get this entire winner with chicken right in their bag. As you can have the 5 years of warranty with the Zotac Gaming RTX 4070 IMRO cards. Let's take a look what's happening for the side of Stardust. Right now, they need to buy some dust over the opponent player. They have spotted, I guess they have a clear line of sight. I guess they do. I guess not. Because as an observer, sometimes not all of the ridges are blocked out. You don't really know. But for now, Penag is going to be the one to take down the side of Joe. No questions. Penag is going all ham with that AK. And this is what he missed. He got to get retaliated with a shot coming from Bad Boy 2K on the end. Ayush coming in for a third one. Bad Boys 2K in a very vulnerable spot. 2v2 for now. Taking a strong team against like a DigiRad in a final circle like this one. This can impact, like, no. One of the last final circles like this one can impact them a lot in terms of confidence and gameplay. Hello, my bad. None the second, but Bad Boy 2K gets eliminated. Oh, Kona comes with a nade. Hello, my bad. Gets dawned upon. And it's going to be 2v1 now, as we see on our creatives. O'Connell coming back to back with those nades, getting the confirmation done right, but we see Extends getting revived up behind this small boulder over here. It can be one of those very unique angles where O'Connell has the shot. If he has it, he can take, and Astral is one of the beast weapons, dude. It can actually just penetrate the entire helmet.
Well, yeah, that's a big possibility. It utilizes 7.62 ammo, which has got the damage. And definitely being a DMR, the damage could be there. But from the opponent's perspective, we have an AUG A3 spray coming in. So definitely those guys are also trying to put a lot of pressure onto the individuals. But now through the smokes, they have to make their way back into the circle. The probability of securing a chicken dinner is being diminished from Stardust's perspective, from Bad Boys' perspective. And I feel the team which might actually be able to cherish it is going to be Team Nevermind. Because they have got the height advantage, they've got the manpower, they have got the decent angles, and if you talk about the utils, I do feel it is also pretty much there in their favor. But the fact that Nevermind has just one elimination, at max they are going to get, let's say, 5 eliminations, and one that they already have, that means a total of 16 pointer chicken dinner, which could be one of those chicken dinner where the standing might not improve a lot, but still a chicken dinner is a chicken dinner. The hopes are going to be high. But Zacklinator has been taken down, and so does the guy known as Metaboy. And with that, Stardust is completely done and dusted. Nevermind has got a very good spot to play upon with. They've got the Dacia to have a cover, but Zacklinator's elimination definitely puts a lot of pressure onto Team Nevermind. And now it's a 2v2v2. So my cards will be for Digirad Esports now.
Yep. Digirad, yeah, man, in terms of the overall performance from what we have seen in the last entire play days coming in for this Esports Club Gauntlet Middle East, powered by Zotac Gaming, compared to what other two teams have, there you have the answer. Greeks was trying to use the vehicle in the almost we can say, if Digirad gets the all of the two teams remaining in the final circle, if he's like, yeah, not the right thing to do, just run in the open. I mean, good shots from Diosh. Come back to point, yeah, it's not a good thing to be in the open. Oh, look at this guy. Switches up to his AUG, sprays it down, and there's go the one of the more guys. One of the other guys from the side of Big Boys. I mean, yeah, man, you place your bets right. Digirad is definitely gonna go for the winner with chicken dinner. 14, 15, a 16 pointer one, I suppose, if the gets the last three guys remaining in the circle from the side of Bad Boys and side of one of the last player from Nevermind.
Well, there you go. The shots are going in, but indeed, the player known as Twitch Streams is going to get picked off. It's Bad Boys who has been eliminated. Now it's all about Nevermind versus Digirad Esports. And yes, prediction stands right that the possibility of Digirad Esports is looking way too high. And the guy known as Penyag has already been spotted. He has already received a lot of damage coming in from the opponent, that is Extends. And a 14k already in their favor. This will be a record, to be honest, guys. Remember, in the semi-finale, the highest amount of points an individual team has got while securing a chicken dinner is 24 points, which was gained by Team Green Dragons. But this time, Digirad Esports is here to break every single record, and they are going to be the table topper if they are able to secure a chicken dinner. Because even if they go out right now, if we have a 1v2 coming in, still 20 points is where Team Digirad Esports is going to stand. 6 for their position. And there you go. 15 frags. And 10 points for the placements. That means your chicken dinner. A 25 pointer coming in. Digirad Esports being the boss today. Remember, guys, the first match of your angle was also in the favor of Digirad Esports today. And now Vikendi also in the favor. That means they're good in compounds. They're good in snowy caps. But are they good in the swamps of Tego? That's what we have to see.
But that is one thing that we can definitely say, that TJ Rad is now one of the best teams in the entire semi-finale. This is the first team, I suppose, to get a double winner chicken dinner in the same play day for the side of semi-finale. In terms of placement point, I'm pretty much sure they have taken the first spot for the side of Flashbang. In terms of kill points, also, I'm pretty much sure they have taken the first spot for the side of Flashbang. And TJ Rad is just go for those maintenance points in the last map of Table.
Well, yeah, I mean, this was the day of comeback, so definitely teams have to give that strong comeback. And Team Digirad Esports was already at a very good spot when you talk about the first 50% of the job of this semi-finale. To be honest, the 8 matches that happened on 23rd and 24th of October. But yeah, now looking at the performance, now looking at the way Digirad Esports is orchestrating themselves, in just 2 matches, the match 1 and match 3 today, they have secured approximately 46 points in their favor. And also in the second match of Triangle, they were able to secure somewhere around 8 to 10 points. So on an average, in every single individual match, they are securing at least 15 points, which is actually a phenomenal average talking about a team who is there in this semi-finale. So it's absolutely amazing to see Digirad Esports doing this phenomenal job of securing the points, getting the frags, showing the aggression. And from Digirad Esports, it's not like that one individual is performing. For example, from Flashbang, we have Pennywise, Mercy Pennywise. From Team Green Dragons, we have players like Groan and Escapation who are performing. From Team Side Bad Boys, we have players like O'Connell who are trying to perform. But in this particular team, Digirad Esports, if the whole team secures a chicken dinner, it's a complete package where you are going to see that every individual like Extends and the others player from Team Digirad Esports are also going to pick some decent facts in their favor. Talk about Layosh. A very crucial moment was there when Beyond the Boulder Exchange was knocked out. At that point, if Leosh would have been a little bit more chaotic, he could have been taken down by the opponents coming from Bad Boys, or even never mind. Even Stardust was there over there surviving in the corners. But this guy, Leosh, decided to seek his priorities. And the priorities were that he's going to make sure that his teammate rises back in the game, then he'll fight back.
Yeah, man, and let's see what's gonna be the some of those highlights, one of the top moments coming from the last map of Weekend. We did saw good efforts being laid down from the side of disqualifiers as they were eliminated one of the top dogs from the entire lobby. It was the side of Green Dragon to go down from the hands of disqualifiers. Sunshine in a very, I would say, unexpected spot. All of the nades just blown them to the bits. And all of the nades were placed it very right. Two of the players did got confirmed. The last guy got toasted by the molly from the side of Mind Guards. In the end, I would say for the side of Flashbang, they also did a very good fight against the side of few other teams, as we can see on the perspective right here. To the side of Mind Guards only, to the side of the other team also to give up a good fight. But in the end, I feel like yes, Mind Guards compared to what they did in the last previous map, Mind Guards did take a lot of good kills compared to what they are performing against a lot of teams on towards the third day of semi-finale for this entire event.
Well, let's have a look at what happens next, guys, because in the highlights, we did saw a lot of chaos, a lot of bloodshed being delivered. Digirad Esports, in the last circle, I was so surprised to see like everywhere, if you watch from every single POV, if you see a team being destroyed, you will get to see some shots coming from Digirad Esports. But this is the moment which I was talking about. Leosh knew his priorities. He knew that Hello My Bad has been taken now. Extens is already knocked out. The only guy which can bring in the team is going to be Leosh. So he himself decided to go for a revival, not for the aggression. Look at this. He tried to play a little aggressive. He got shot down, and then eventually he was able to just make sure that he is going to fall back a bit. He's going to make sure that his teammate gets revived, and then they will fight back. And they played the cards right in their fashion. And look at this. Even the players from Team Nevermind got shattered. Stardust, they also got picked up by them. Bad Boys, they also got chased by the players. O'Connell got taken down. His vest was completely obliterated. Now the last individual was actually in a very open spot. And usually what we see that the players go ahead, peek and take the shot, but this guy wanted to peek with the side peaks and he was trying to crouch, he was trying to figure out different angles. That's the best part of Digirad Esports. It shows in the game that they have got the experience. They know that peeking from the same exact angle can be very chaotic. That's why they choose to hide. That's why they choose to fall back a bit. They choose to bring in the surprise, the element of surprise, to be honest. And that actually is paying them a lot. 25 points. I mean, this is a record in the semi-finale. We are at the 11th match and a record has been made. And that is a 25-pointer in the favor of Team Digirad Esports. And not just that, they are definitely going to be crowned as the table toppers. And apart from that, if you talk about Green Dragons, they have to step up in order to snatch that position again. But for that, we will have a short break. And after that, Tego will be coming in as the last match of the day of comeback.
Alright guys, welcome back to the Esports of Gauntlet, released powered by Zotac Gaming with our broadcast partner Loco. This is going to be Bullet backing on the desk with me is going to be the side of Mr. Raider. And today we have witnessed the last three maps. Double winner with chicken dinner coming in for the side of TG Drive. One of the top teams for sure in the entire lobby. But let's take a look at the entire match summary. What's going to be
Let's
the
go.
stats coming in for a lot of teams? What's going to be the score lines for the entire teams? And is here right on the screen. Total kills were secured, that's going to be
Ooh.
52. Total knocks were 52. Damn, total healings were done for 95 times. Total damage is 9,537. Headshots are going to be 16. Total rescue with 14. And another long distance. Longest kill distance is going to be 459 meter coming in from the side of Explicit. And that is probably from the side of disqualifiers.
Oh, what a play. I mean, that too in the map of Vikendi, where we do see a lot of blizzard coming in. We do see a lot of covers in terms of the trees and boulders and ridges. But still, this guy was able to get a 459 meters. That means more than 450 meters. Amazing play. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see another 500-meter type of play coming in the next matchup, because it's Trago. It's an open map. Again, you do see a lot of covers, but then again, it's a map where you can actually go for those long range shots. But apart from that, the match summary looks good. In the match number 11, we did saw a lot of eliminations coming in, a lot of knockouts coming into the picture. But let's have a look at more and more details, because these stats are something which are going to give us a brief idea that what is the kind of impact these players are able to make. But this team, known as Digirad Esports, secures a beautiful banger. It was a winner minute chicken coming in from the corner, a 25-pointer to be precise, where Extends, Hello My Bad were able to get 5 each. Dyke was able to get 2, Leosh were able to get 3. See, the fact that Dyke and Leosh were unable to get that many frags, but Dyke went out way too early. He got eliminated a little bit early, but still he had 2 frags. That shows even his aggression was paying them off. Leosh, he's the individual, despite the fact that he has got just 3 frags and 497 is the damage, he was able to bring back his teammate known as Extends, who was able to in turn give this team a chance for the chicken dinner. That really shows that every single individual coming from this team known as Digirad Esports definitely made a significant impact on this winner chicken dinner. So kudos to all the 4 giants. But let's have a look at the match standings as well, which will again give us an idea of how and where the teams are standing. But look at the buffer from Digirad to disqualifiers, from #1 to #2 position. We have a buffer of straight up 15 points.
This is not like a usual 16-15, but this is more about combined efforts of the entire placement points and kill points. And kill point is also quite big, dude. They got 15 kills and the side disqualifiers have 7 kills. Compared to anyone in the lobby, it was the side of Minecards and Green Dragon to go very aggressive in the early few phases of the circle, and they have 7 kills respectively. For the side of 0-1-0, just 1, Flashbang with just 4. Then apart, like for every other team, it's like Minecards and Green Dragon have done their maintenance points, but talking about the side of Minecards, they still have a lot to do to get in the top 8.
True. They definitely have to make a lot of buzz. They have to make a lot of possibilities of chicken dinners. Then only they will be able to make their way back in the scene. But MVP will be one of the most amazing player in the lobby. That is Extends, with the damage of 544.82. Let's just say 545. Digirad Esports is what he is representing right now. With 2 good headshots, he was able to nail the players down. And obviously, due to this kind of play, Extends was able to finally make possible for the team a winner chicken dinner, that to a 25-pointer. But in the overall standing, look at this, 117 points coming from Digirad Esports. They were stuck at 92, now they have 117, a 24 5-pointer jump. And apart from that, earlier I was talking about Green Dragons being one of those teams who has got the highest amount of chicken dinner, but now it is Digirad Esports. They have initially they were able to tally it up, and now they have completely dethroned the team known as Green Dragons, both in the terms of their eliminations, both in the terms of their placements and the overall points. Apart from that, even the winner chicken dinner. So if you see every single stats from Digirad Esports to Green Dragons, Digirad Esports is sitting on top. But the team which is sitting at the bottom is going to be Take Risk, Bumble Squad, a name like that, Full Tilt, and eventually if I talk about Minecards, these are the few teams which are still struggling a lot. But now, when it comes to the overall fraggers list, finally we have Extends making his way back in the chart, but Grown is still the top fragger till now.
Yeah, man, like I feel like talking about the side of Grown and Extend, they are right now in a killing rampage. Also, like on how Mercy Pennywise has maintained himself in the top 4 compared to what he was at the number 1 spot for the map number 1 and map number 2. So I feel like yes, Pennywise, Extend, and Grown are definitely one of those players for their own team that is doing a lot of heavy lifting when it comes down to the confirmation of kills, when it comes down to damaging the entire opponent's team. So I feel like they're doing overall a very good job. I feel like yes, as a team, when I especially talk about the side of disqualifiers, they still need to, like, as a team, need to be very on point with the gameplay. Like every other teammate needs to be on 4 or 5 kills on average, because disqualifiers right now, we just are like, they're trying to make their way towards the top 8, but I still feel like they can get replaced, as tables can turn in the last map of Tago for today.
Well, it's the last one for the day of comeback, so definitely the teams have to bounce back. And I do feel there is a huge possibility of teams like Mind Guards, even Team Stardust, and also Disqualifiers performing exceptionally well. But look at this, a very astonishing side. Guys, what if this would have been the last match where Team 010 Esports would have been sitting at 64 points at 8th position, and exactly similar amount of pointers there with the hands of disqualifiers as well. But only 010 Esports would have been qualified in the grand finale, and disqualifiers would have been stayed right here and got eliminated. This is the kind of pressure, this is the kind of chase in the leaderboard that is going to be there after the day number 4 also gets ended in the semifinal season. Trust me, guys, every single point is going to be very, very crucial for these individuals to play upon with. But now, when we talk about the aggression, when we talk about the maps, when we talk about the gun game, the Tego map looks absolutely amazing. Teams have already decided to jump in their favorite vicinities. It all started from areas like school towards the areas like shipyard, army base, and they've got their own locations to jump in and loot every single situation. But I have to see where the play zone is going to go. Oh, again a Central Eastern one. It feels like that the PUBG PC gods are still favoring the teams who are rotating to the eastern flanks, and these teams who are now in the eastern flanks, be it teams like Green Dragons or Digiride Esports, they're definitely going to have an edge over the other teams who are trying to rotate from the western
Yeah,
parts.
let's see. Talking about the start of 010 Esports, they were very dominant on towards the first day of semi-finale. They got some good kills. They did got a good amount of whenever the chicken dinner coming into their favor. But for now, towards the third day of the entire semi-finale phase, they're struggling a lot. They're getting third party a lot. I mean, like in terms of third party, Takers is the most unfortunate one. So I'm just gonna place them a little bit above the side of, in terms of being that unlucky ones, getting third party every now and then. But for now, side of Bullet Train, trying to take out the guy with no guns from the side of Mine Guards, still not able to take him down. Okay, I mean, like, the guy has no gun, just go for it though. But there's gonna be some long range shots, I suppose, through those smokes. Ladon not trying to anticipate his opponent, but he gotta be very, very ready. But his teammates are gonna his teammates are gonna get arrived on time to just provide the right kind of backup. And I feel like, yeah, player, I guess it's gonna be a team. Bro, through the smoke, please, 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 to your left, please. Hello. Okay, finally. Okay, that was one for the funny reels.
The smoke was quite dense, to be honest, so that's why the player was unable to get the gist of where the opponent is. But finally, he was able to knock him down. Even Bullet Train is now retaliating, as you can see. Lado has been taken down from the back. We have Mind Guards who are trying to equally be very chaotic. But look at that, a good shot coming from the weapon. And with that, the elimination of this particular team known as Mind Guards is upon us. Let's see if that is going to be a case. K2 is in the hands, and there you go. Mind Guards finally
Nice.
gets eliminated, and it's a 2v2 scenario for Ekan's Murphle and even Chakwiz as well. Lado will definitely going to get that revival, and for now, it does feel like that the journey was looking absolutely amazing. The players have performed, the players have got their regression right in their favor, and with that, yes, the approach looks now a bit more favorable to the Giants. But look at this, another shot going in with the K2 in the hand. This guy once again wants to be fruitful. Let's see if that is a possibility or not. But this was the instant replay, as you can see how it all trickled down. In the instant replay, we got to know how Team Bullet Train was able to completely establish their dominance against the players of Mind Guards. But Mind Guards, what is happening to you? Once again, a big loss. Once again, a big down for the team. This should have not come. But alas, that's exactly what we are going to get. Now, if you talk about the current scenario where the teams are, they are in the Songham region. I'm talking about this particular team known as Team Bullet Train. They've got 4 good frags. They can rotate back whenever the situation demands. But yes, there is still 4 to 5 minutes, actually 6 minutes to be honest, which are left before the whole first play zone goes down. So yeah, they can make their move anytime soon. But apart from that, you can also make your move to check out the Zotac Gaming's RTX 4070 Ampero, because it has got the DLSS3, the ray tracing is there, and eventually the 2.2 cooling is also going to be very, very beneficial for your heated up moments in the PUBG PC. And at the same point, the RGB lighting is going to give you that aesthetic feel in your cabinet.
Yeah, man. It's definitely also all about the RGB lighting for a game. It's kind of very important. I mean, like, for me, it's always been, and for that you need to get the your hands on the RTX 4070 amp hero cards. And especially the best part is like I told you first, the after sales service. The best part is really the trust that you get with Zotac Gaming. My all of like maximum number of fans who are into PC gaming definitely use Zotac gaming cards, and this is what I have heard from themselves also when I was building my first PC. So yeah, man, go for it. You can just like blindly trust them. Not gonna lie, you can just literally blindly trust them with their after sales support. But for now, talking about the side of Sunshine, they do have a one kill point coming into the favor. One of the teams has been already been eliminated. That is going to be the side of Mind Guards in a very unfortunate scenario. But for now, we see a lot of teams just waiting around. But surprisingly enough, man, I don't know how to like convey this, how to use up my words on this to just convey the fact that I mean, like on all maps today, the zone has shifted it towards eastern side. Sometimes around it can be really beneficial. Sometimes around a lot of teams can have that easy cakewalk of holding down the position towards the last circle shift. But I feel like this this is just like 0.1101%, little bit of unfair to all of the teams dropping toward the south, all of the teams dropping towards southwestern side, to expecting that okay, in first map of angle, second map of angle went on towards the eastern side. This time it will go to north, this time it will go to south, this time it will go to west. But no, for all four maps, it has shifted to eastern sides.
Bro, the life is unfair. So even if there is a situation where the teams have dropped in the western parts, they can easily go for an early rotation, and if that early rotation is there, they can easily counteract the effect of the zone coming up in the central eastern path. So I feel yes, the teams have to be ready with those decisions. The IHL has to counterattack onto that particular decision, that yes, if the zone is an eastern and we are in this northwestern part, we have to definitely make a move. And there is a lot of areas from which they can make a move. If a team, possibly guys, this is an hypothetical situation, if a team has jump in Walsong region, they can rotate through the main roads of army base, then go towards the shipyard region, and through that they can rotate towards airport, and then they will be in the circle. Voila, you have done it. The rotation is being cut. But if we decide to go through Palace, decide to go through Fishing Camp, and then Hosan, then through we have then Buksansa is going to be the chase where the teams are going to jump in. And if that kind of play is going to be there, definitely it's going to be a tricky part, and it's going to be a very challenging matchup to fight against with. But there is another situation which is very helpful when we talk about the map of Tego. If the zone is a central eastern one, remember the teams won't have to be traveling from the islands of Godok, which is the northeastern island and northwestern island to be precise. And if you are rotating from that, there is going to be a massive water body, which is again going to put a lot of pressure onto you. Remember, guys, the map of Sanok. Remember the map of Erangel as well. When you have to rotate from military base to the main islands of Pochinki, you have to rotate through the bridges or the boats, or the gliders could be chosen. So obviously, all of that can be very risky. But this glider approach that is being chosen by Frag Iraq can be very, very risky. And if somebody spots him, they can easily shoot him down. But then again, he is flying literally very low. That means if somebody tries to shoot him down, he can directly descend the glider and then eventually jump out of it.
But I feel like on how the entire PUBG mechanics work, there's still a lot of time for the other player. Just like use an AR spray, use an SMG spray to put him down. So I feel like when you're using this kind of maneuvering around in the air, you have to be really careful whether you use the extraction pointer help, or whether you use the I would say the gliders. You have to be very, very careful if you are flying down in a vicinity like this where you can expect a lot of teams. I feel like it's better to like take a rotation in the open rather than using the glider, because a lot of audio cues can be given away. But for now, let's take a look what's happening to the side of Green Dragon. It's gonna be the side of Sunshine. We can fight upon them. Crossbow has been already eliminated. Green Dragon has already dropped with just three of their players, so they're already on a man disadvantage. This can affect a lot of this gun game scenario. A lot of ADS is going on to the side of Atron, as the blue zone nade is going to help them out. But for now, Sunshine is slowly making their way towards the side of Green Dragon. This can be another elimination point coming in for the side of Green Dragon. There's going to be just one last guy, Atron, to survive for the entire team. Sunshine is making their way, and elimination coming at any time now. But hey, he gets one, but no. Sunshine and lays the side of Green Dragon. It's going to be a third party, none other than the side of Digirad. Hello, my bad. Putting him shots. Iconics and Crossbow both are down. This can be another eliminator pointer for the side of Sunshine this time around. The Bad Boys and Digirad together themselves decide to push on towards the side of Sunshine. This can be the point where Sunshine can get eliminated. But for now, two Screams do have a look towards one of the teams, which was the side of Digirad itself. So they might not push, or they might, who knows. But hey, Bullet Train also comes at the same vicinity. This can be very interesting, dude.
Well, they have decided to lay low at this point because Hello My Bad actually got a lot of tag from the particular players of Bad Boys, so they have decided to completely fall back. But on the same point, if we talk about Team Bullet Train, Chuckwheeze has been knocked out and has been completely shut down. So Team Bullet Train has lost one of their biggest giant that they've caught. But now, when you talk about the play zone, look at this Buksansa and Terminal are where the play zone is residing at. This is the second play zone that again is going to uplift a lot of spirit onto the players, and there is going to be a lot of pressure onto these individuals. So let's have a look at what happens next. Cobb's back at the same point. They have a decent spot to play along with. And even if we talk about Team Take Risk, oh, a decent retaliation coming in. Abul Mir didn't had any idea that there is an opponent close to him, but he decided to retaliate, and his retaliation was absolutely on point. Look at that, the player is going to get finished off. Even if you talk about team disqualifiers, they're also trying to take a lot of fight. But Team Take Risk sitting at 23 points. I mean, they have 23 points in the leaderboard and they're sitting at 16th position. They have to get at least 3 chicken dinners. That too, more than 20 plus points should be there in those chicken dinners. Then only their qualification is going to get adamantly affected. They are going to go like at 5th or 6th or 7th or 8th position. To be honest, in order to get those 3 chicken dinners, they have to perform in this Tego, and then tomorrow 2 weekendies has to be in their favor. Then only I would be comfortable saying that there is a possible chance of Team Take Risk being qualified.
I mean, yeah, man. Like for all of the teams, like not just for that particular team, for all of the teams who are placed right now at the 9th position, even for the side disqualifiers and 010 Esports, right now they are at 64 pointer. Same, like there's a draw at the 8th and 9th spot. So this is more of like a do or die situation for both of them. I know 4 maps are still remaining. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Now it's going to be a backup arriving really time soon with one of his teammates, and this can be the elimination for Sarah, not bad. This qualifier is going to go for the confirmation. It's going to be Stardust to come on with a third party now. Very crucial for the side of F5, but he gets the side of that player which is pushing in for the side of Stardust. Can be really, really on point. But the revival needs to be done too. Oh, Jokvicious comes with the nade, gets the confirmation. I mean, like the effort being made from the side of this qualifiers and the kill confirmation getting done from the side of Stardust. Good nade though. This can affect a lot, but no, Nail Pop comes from behind, takes the side of B5 back. And these qualifiers are now on the verge of getting a bit, but not bad on the other hand. Gets confirmed from the side of Stardust. Few of the confirmation has gone towards the end of Stardust. Other 3 players are trying to use those smokes to block all line of sights possible from each and other angle. Cripster 2K pops some more nades. Nail Pop gets the confirmation. On the other hand, it's going to be the side of Boatwell to take down the fight towards the side of Bullet Train. Tuska on the other hand gets one knock towards the end of Stardust. It's going to be a 3v3. And this can go anywhere around. Oh, good nade! Oh, Saraya, 1 HP! Ooh, really close one. If another nade gets pops onto the right direction, this guy can go down actually. A 2v1 now. And Stardust, 2v2 now. Stardust slowly and steadily getting fallen apart. Good flash. That was an ace, sorry. Another, I guess, smoke. And now a flashbang. That was a blue zone nade. Gets it. Okay, BTB. Still appointing the fact that he's not backing out of this fight. He's going for a revival though. Almost suppressed. Didn't. Might be the effective nade. Nah. He's going for the revival and this can entirely work out for him. 1911. Not being very decisive as he's being very decisive. I kind of like a slip of my tongue. And the revival will be done. I mean, like for now, the other guy is going for the healables. He's trying to track down the audio cue. But it's already a 1v2 scenario. So even if you get the other guy, you won't be able to get the third guy. Oh, there's going to be a 1v3 now. Everybody's just now out right up on towards this. And Nail Pop gets the confirmation towards the side of Quickstep 2K. Really quickly though. So it's more of like better that the last guy from the side of disqualifiers just run out from this entire scenario. We go for the revival. Meatbag gets the side of 191. I don't think this guy gonna survive any longer more than 2 or 3 seconds. He just pops on towards the boulder. There you go. Not a good call coming in for the side of disqualifiers. I mean, you had a long way to go. And now, for now, the side of Stardust have, taken up on towards the position of disqualifiers. Because 010 is still surviving, if I'm not wrong. And disqualifiers 010 at the same, the points drop. So, kind of like a disappointing performance in the entire one-on-one scenario.
True, I mean, we were really expecting that there is going to be a very good play coming in from their corner, but the decision that 1911 was able to take, like he was pushing, but at the same point, backing out at the same point. But on the other corner, if we talk about those individuals who were knocked out, they were trying to get the revival done, and those revivals were the key point why Team Disqualify got eliminated. But Disqualifiers player 1911 decided to just go back and forth in that vicinity, and he was not even trying to get his teammates back in the game. And if that revival would have been done, I do feel that Disqualifiers might have been able to retaliate and get some good points in their favor as well. But now it's Flashbang, it's Digirad Esports, it's Sunshine, it's Team Go to Hell, and these teams are fighting against each other. And Digirad Esports at the same moment is trying to pick a lot of frags. But let's see at the end what kind of a closure will be coming in, because Digirad Esports has a very clear idea that they have to perform, they have to push forward, they have to get a lot of outputs in their favor. But the fact that Green Dragons have not been eliminated way too early, it shows that there is an open chance for the other guys to perform. But through the porter, the player from Digirad Esports, Dyke to be precise, is the name, was trying to travel, but he has been spotted. He is now getting shot down a lot. But we have some more players as the backups coming in from the back end. But Take Risk is going to lose Talo, and with that elimination coming in, Team Sunshine will be getting the first one.
Still, man, I feel like for the side of Flashbang, they still have the top 3 spot, like the number 3 spot for them. For even to get a winner with a chicken dinner, even to not to get a winner with a chicken dinner on towards the last map for the entire day. I feel like they are pretty much safe and sound for the entire positioning. I feel like all they need to do is get some maintenance point. But as I say, one of the, I would say, the teams which get kind of like suppressed from the sides, from all sides, man, being very unfortunate. Take Risk gets eliminated, and we see Flashbang spotting few of the players from the side of Go to Hell. As I have knowledge, there's going to be one of the teams placing on towards the roof, so they are trying to take some shots though, and D-Rad on towards the eastern angle. This can be surprising enough if D-Rad decides to push down toward the side of Flashbang, and things can turn around very quickly for the side of Flashbang, because they can get sandwiched.
Well. The sandwich situation indeed can be possible, because Digirad Esports is going to get slammed by the play zone pretty soon. And apart from that, even the Team Flashbang is not going to back out. Their vehicles are definitely damaged, but they do have a barrage of Dashias and Pony Coop in their favor, which they can utilize to really rotate back to the scene of action. But look at this, Sunshine Esports, they're still struggling, but the shots are going in. Let's see if the connection is going to be on point or not. There you go, the mini filtering shots are going in. Not so fruitful, but Flashbang definitely trying to put a lot of pressure. That's what really matters. Even if you are unable to get the knockouts, even if you are unable to get the chicken dinners, make sure to put a lot of pressure onto your opponents so that they feel a tremendous amount of pressure onto them while logging into the next match. But for now, Flashbang, Sub-Zero, Sayari, Mercy Pennywise, our top fragger, which was the top fragger to be honest after 8 matches, is right here. But currently it's Groon. But after Groon's demise in this particular matchup, there is a clear chance for Team Digirad Esports extends to really come back in the game. If he gets 1 or 2 frags, he might be able to bounce back in the scene. But look at this. Even Sarmad is trying to make a lot of buzz. He's trying to completely cross the road and then eventually push forward. But Stardust on the other corner finds 1. It's Iconics who has been taken down. Oh, this can be risky. Dyke trying to fall back. He's definitely going to get spotted. But even before that, Stardust Boy retaliates, takes 1 more player down. It's Iconics who is going to get completely finished off. And with that, finally, through the Pony Copes to be precise, and the Dacias, the rotations are now coming from Team Digirad Esports. So they have completely backed out from the scene, and they have decided that they're going to reach out to their circle and then play along with it. But Hello My Bad has been caught off guard outside the circle.
I mean, like, a lot of teams are trying to become the unstoppable, and that's going to be one of the teams coming in from the efforts of Stardust, giving a lot of dust towards the other team, because right now there are 7 kills. The entire manpower is looking very much maintained. Mystica definitely being knocked apart, but for now, I mean, like, 3-man PO squad is still very much a doable spot for yourself. Sunshine gets a lot of shots coming in from the side of Stardust. Anticipation shots are going in, and one of the damage stick was already also there. So I feel like Joe Pisces has that hit registration coming in from his gun. I feel like he's going to place his nade upon to the very right direction, and that can be that end of those players. But not going to be on the right impact. They get a lifeline for now. This can be really crucial. Trying to take those anticipation shots. Nothing connects, nothing registers, and the mortars are going to come in.
Oh, the mortar. Oh yeah, there you go. Stardust is aligning those mortars so that they have the right position. Oh, there you go. Finally, Nail Q OP13 to be precise, who was able to get a 1. Sunshine Esports is in trouble because they are getting thrashed from the shots coming from the air that has the mortars. But Digirad Esports going ham. Look at this. Leosh with the SLR not just knocked out the player, but Extend manages to confirm him out. That's the team play coming in. And from Stardust, the biggest giant that they had, Nojo Quiz, is now done and dusted. He has been eliminated. That means the pressure will be immense onto the other individuals. But look at this. O'Connell,
Oh,
Bad Boys, Go to Hell, never mind. Every single team is now trying to pick up the frags because this is a play zone where everything is going to be a little bit more critical, a little bit more chaotic. It is the eastern side of Buksansa. That is the compound that we are talking about. But let's see what happens at the end, man.
fun. And never mind, it's gonna fall like a deck of cards. Only two of the players are trying to survive. One is gonna be Go to Hell, trying to pinpoint them. Phoenix comes with a nade. Bad Boys 2K is gonna get the confirmation to the side of Penyag. Bad Boys 2K is gonna also place a smoke towards his right hand side to block out the angles coming in from the side of Go to Hell. Other two players are very much safe, but for now, the player is gonna get distributed. The phase 5 circle is gonna get shifted on. Bad Boys 2K trying his level best to avoid all of the shots coming in. O'Connell needs to give up a revive to his one of the players. Twitch screams. Takes a lot of damage. Going in for that med kit as soon as possible. Need another 4 seconds to back himself up. I feel like he has 3 of those, smokes coming onto his utility, coming to his, backpack. He can just use those to get a center forward position. Bankai gets the side of Helomabad. Sub-Zero with that blue zone nade gets the side of Fragger. Cornell takes a fragnet confirmation. With that retaliation, O'Connell comes in, takes on the side of Grenix with that Ox spray. I feel like Nevermind has barely 2 players surviving now.
Nevermind usually plays with 3-man player to be honest today. But yes, as we can see, a lot of shots are being completely diminished onto them. But look at this, the grenades. The utility is now being very fruitful. Digiradi Esports, they have to go down in order to give an opportunity to Team Sunshine Esports. But I don't feel Digiradi is going to go that easily. That nade, a precise one coming in onto Bankai. And he gets taken down. Decathlon GX is going to be the last one ready. He's still feeling the wrath of those nades coming in. There you go. Sunshine finally gets taken down. Leosh and extends. Those nades from their corner are unstoppable. And Digiradi Esports, if they are able to get the match in their favor, that will be absolutely amazing. Digiradi Esports is definitely looking forward to have a winner chicken dinner once again because they do have that 4-man standing in their favor, and the opponents does not even have the 4-man standing. It is Bad Boys with 3-man standing, Flashbang with 3-man standing. And to be honest, if you ask me, Digiradi Esports has only big obstacle by the name of Team Flashbang. That is the only team which is capable of shutting down Digiradi Esports right now. But there is a possibility that this team is going to get converted in a sandwich situation, and at that point, even Stardust can pick them out, who is just 2 men standing. They can also chase them out.
Let's see, man. The race for DJ Esports because they already secured 2 winners chicken dinner. And a bad spot, midway. Yeah, there you go. That goes down. And a very bad spot. He was very much in the open. He was trying to, dodge all of the bullets coming in to go in a prone spot. But I feel like, it was very much, ultimate stage that he's going to get knocked for because he was not having the right kind of positioning. Oh, good shots from Meaty on the other hand. He gets one of the guys. Oh, good shot from Layosh. Look at that MK12. Meaty Bay gets knocked apart. Straight up out of the park for now. Stardust trying to snatch the winner chicken from the hands of Digiradi Esports because right on today, Digiradi Esports has just been phenomenal. Nail Pop 30 being the last man surviving for his team. Beryl M762 attached with a 3x scope. His headgear, you can just call it a helmet. It's kind of busted out for now. He gets shot in the head. He's going down for sure. Watch one of the guys. There you go. This is what I was talking about. Stardust eliminated the 5th spot. Job well done. Never mind surviving with the 1 guy. Flashbang with 3. Bad Boys with 3. Digiradi Esports might be that 3rd winner chicken dinner looking very much confident compared to what we have seen the previous map as well, because Flashbang was one of the top 4 guys. Even Nevermind was there at top 5. So that can be that hat trick coming in, I guess. Not the right kind of hat trick because one of the maps was won by from the side of Green Dragon. Call almost a hat trick.
Green Dragons, can they really secure a winner chicken dinner once again? But the answer is they have already been eliminated. So yeah, there is no possibility. Green Dragons is actually one of the first teams that got eliminated in this particular matchup. But Digiradi Esports, they've got a drop weaponry, and that is a P90. And if they're able to utilize it on its peak performance, I do feel it's an easy cakewalk for them. Digiradi Esports definitely has got their own experience to play with, but the nades are now impacting a lot. But look at this. Even from Digiradi Esports, there is going to be a precise net, but extends the MVP. Gets taken down. Was not expecting that kind of approach. and due to that knockout being delivered, now the pressure will be on the players of Team Digirad Esports, because their biggest giant, the most aggressive player of that particular team, the one who was becoming the MVP in the previous matchup, is now down to his knees. So getting that revival is going to be a very crucial stance. The players have been spotted. Look at him with a flanking position in his favor. Bad Boy 2K will be his next target, but Dyke on the other corner also gets taken down. A good nade coming from Streams. Revival is something which is going to be very, very crucial. It's going to be very, very hectic.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to see if that revival is going to be completed or not. But Leosh is now gatekeeping, gets a 6 frag for the team. It's Leosh who is doing the heavy lifting of getting a lot of frag. But oh, look at this. A melee weapon, a pan has been thrown midair so that he can take the player down. But obviously, that will be 1 in a million type of thing coming in. But oh, the smoke is about to go down. And as soon as it goes down, the poison grenade will be going to go down. The player will be getting spotted. Indeed, he got spotted with that. Bad Boy 2K takes one down, but his HP is not at all looking good, and the play zone is crumbling down. So maybe he's going to get taken down by the play zone, but never mind, on the other corner, already gets picked off.
For now, it feels like a very much doable spot for the side of Flashbang. Bad Boys like coming in with a 10 kill spot for now is a very much appreciated spot for them. Digital are trying to go for the revival toward the side of Lyosh as his revival is actually going down. And the man will be back in no time, like under 3 seconds, I suppose. Yeah, they just like 2 seconds were left. Good nades are placing up on from the guy over there, Bad Boy 2K. Acting up like a bad boy. He was trying to eliminate the side of Digirad Esports from this classroom. But for now, O'Connell is on with 5 kills. All he needs a good support coming in from side of Bad Boy 2K. Right now, the another, like this particular phase 7 is going to get shifted in the next couple of seconds. Everybody needs to move down from their position because everybody's playing on the edge right now. So it's more of like the entire zone is going to get shifted. The entire blue zone is going to get moved upon. Everybody needs to go for that, marathon. Siri gets down the side of Lyo. This can be the very big entry point coming in for the side of Bad Boys 2K for the entire team of Bad Boys, because now one of the easiest work is getting done by the third team. So Flashbang also have a chance if both teams get enough committed fight, they can do a third party. So we just gotta wait and watch for now.
Well, the SLR shots are going on beyond that Kupaji. Indeed, the player has been spotted, but still not enough to completely put him down. Flashbang definitely have got a beautiful edge to play with, but the fact that even Team Digirad Esports is now down the ridge, they've got also a very good spot to play upon with. This looking good. The next play zone is going to be very critical, because in that all the teams are going to be caught off guard in an open spot. But O'Connell, his survival is kind of out of the equation. He's definitely going to get knocked out. That's what I believe. Yeah, indeed, the knockout will be coming in pretty soon. Just one good shot, and there you go. The shot got connected. With that, the last guy coming from Bad Boy 2K is still surviving. He's trying to take up a fight. He's trying to get the uplifting in the game, but Bad Boys O'Connell won't be able to get that res. And apart from that, Sub-Zero is going to finally finish him off. With that, a 5 frag coming in for Team Flashbang. Now it's a 2v1v3 situation coming in, where Digirad Esports is going to be literally, like, let's say, very passive right now, because if they are able to do that, if they're going to be passive, they can easily uplift their spirits and eventually secure a chicken dinner. But no, the last bullet that connected was from Sub-Zero, and with that SLR, he was able to completely shut down the player coming in from Team Bad Boy. It's a 2v3 scenario coming in, where Extens has got a P90, and that weapon can be the absolute demise of the opponent. And eventually we do have 2 P90s coming in. One is in the hands of Extens, another one in the hands of Hello My Bad. That means they have got the superiority when you talk about the weaponry. But can they convert that superiority in a winner-winner chicken dinner? That's what the major question is all about.
Yeah, for now, Flashbang up against Arab Digirad. Digirad looking for the third one. Flashbang looking for the third one in the entire semi-finale. So this can be a very big pointer where tables can turn upon, because Hello My Bad and Extends is very much dominant with the entire gunplay. And take a look, Hello My Bad is right there with a P90, a submachine gun who's just gonna obliterate you with that fire rate coming in from P90. For now, Sally is trying to place up a nade or in a right direction of impact, but for now, Digital Esports might be ready for another few more nades coming on towards them. So they're trying to be very on point. Sally spots the vehicle, trying to go for some anticipation shots. One of them is going to connect from the side of Sarmad, I believe. This can be the verge of elimination coming in from side Extend. He needs to be very much careful, because Sub-Zero is right there on the correct angle, who can take him out. Extends popping those smokes, popping those labels. Hello My Bad, slowly and steadily trying to reconnect with his teammate, regroup with his teammate.
I mean, he knows that his teammate has more made a move on top of that boulder, and obviously the players from Flashbang are already distracted while shooting onto him. So this is a very big opportunity for Hello My Bad. He can easily create that out of deception and then eventually shoot the player down. And if I'm not wrong, has already got the ghillie suit. That means he has got everything. When you talk about the deception, when you talk about the angles being delivered, he can be the giant who can easily shut down the opponents. But let's see what happens next. The shots are going in from here, from the top ridges, and the players from Team Flashbang are definitely feeling it. Oh, there you go. Few more shots, few more retaliations, but finally the spray goes in. But no! The element of surprise is done and dusted. It's Hello My Bad who has been taken down. That leaves behind this individual known as Extends. He has got just over 1k. He has to get many more frags if he really want to become the guy known as top fragger and also put his team at a very decent spot. But look at that. The shots are still going in. It could be a possibility of a 1v2 going in. There we go. A molly goes in. This can definitely be created, but no. The range of that mollo was not that on point. He can actually go for another one. Let's see if it is going to be the case. He's going to go for a Molotov cocktail or not. But Hello My Bad definitely is going to get bleeded up. That's exactly what happened. Few more shots. Indeed, it got connected. Now the play zone is going to put a lot of pressure. And the 9th play zone is also shrinking in. It's a 1v3 situation that is about to happen. But look at this. Look at this. The spray is going in with the P90. This guy can be absolute menace. The nade was a close one. The play has been spotted. Not a lot of possibility.
Oh, nice.
And with that, finds one knockout. But with that, he's going to get finally finished off. That's for sure. And there you go. 18 pointer coming in for Team Flashbang. Impressive play Flashbang is able to put. But at the same point, I would like to give once again a big up to Team Digirad Esports. 2 chicken dinners today. 2 consistent plays of 10 plus points in their favor. The first match was a chicken dinner. Second one, 10 points for them. Third one, again a chicken dinner. Fourth one, to be precise, was again a match where they were able to get at least 10 points in their favor. So good amount of anticipation, a good amount of, like, let's say, strategic points coming from Team Digirad Esports. But Flashbang, after ages, to be honest, Flashbang is finally able to bring in a precious match in their favor. Because remember, guys, in the first match of the semi-finale, Flashbang was able to get the first chicken dinner. That too was a 20-pointer. But finally, in the day number 3, in the day of comeback, hats off to the comeback coming in from Team Flashbang, because now they are able to get 18-pointer chicken dinner, which is significant, to be honest. If you talk about the improvement in the leaderboard, if you talk about the escalation in the leaderboard, these single points are going to be very, very valuable. And Flashbang has got 18, so it's definitely going to be valuable.
I'm definitely gonna add up a little bit more, like, towards both teams, because Digirad is right there at the top. Green Dragon is that second, so I feel like Flashbang has definitely taken up the second spot for the side of Green Dragon. Even Not Bad did got eliminated pretty early. It was the side of Stardust to kind of like fight it off for the last top 4, top 5. So I feel like, yes, Stardust is gonna get a little bit of more boost of points coming onto the entire scoreboard compared to what we see in the previous matchups. But for now, let's take a look at the entire top moments coming in, like, short, you can call it highlights. Bulletin did started off the entire map. A little bit of like a funny situation going on where they were not able to anticipate. The last guy was just suppressed down with the smoke, because smoke's kind of like blocks the entire visibility from your perspective. But after that, Not Bad did try really hard to eliminate the side of 010 Esports. After that, we did saw disqualifiers taking up the side of Not Bad, and after that it was the side of Digirad Esports, and also the side of, if I'm not wrong, one more team who came for third party. Oh, that was a Stardust to just come in for a third party, and they did eliminate a few of the last remaining players from the side of Not Bad, and they also eliminated the side of disqualifiers.
Yeah, there were a lot of follow-ups coming up in this particular matchup. We did saw a lot of third parties being delivered. Even Digirad Esports, for a moment, they were trying to pressure onto the player after the Green Dragons were taken down. But then Digirad Esports' Hello My Bad had to fall back. But if I talk about this moment, disqualifiers definitely was, like, let's say, about to clutch out the movement against Stardust. But that small mistake that had been done by the player known as 1911 was just absolutely tragic, because he was going back and forth. He could have actually gone for a revival for both the individuals, but he decided to just play along. He decided to just figure out where the opponents are. In that case, he was taken down because the opponents were ready with the revivals, but these mortar shots coming from Stardust were absolutely on point, and that is one of the biggest reasons why Sunshine Esports was unable to make their way in the top 5 teams.
I feel like, yes, everybody's putting on their good efforts being on the last match, especially all of the teams like Stardust, Bad Boys coming with the 8 kill pointer game for themselves. So I feel like everybody's putting down that effort. It's good to see, but this effort, this momentum needs to continue for tomorrow. It's going to be the last day for the entire semi-finale for Esports TEC Gauntlet Middle East, powered by Zotac Gaming with our broadcast partner Loco. They have to continue the momentum for tomorrow. They have to be on their best of the best performance to get qualified for the grand finale, because tomorrow is going to be the last 4 maps for the entire semi-finale.
the last four ones, and those four matches are definitely going to tell us who are the table toppers, who are the ones who are going to move forward in the grand finale. But in order to see that, yes, this closure that came in between Team Digiradi Esports Flashbang and Team Bad Boys was absolutely amazing. The last match in the day number three, day number three was actually the day of comeback, where a lot of teams have made their way back, be it Team Green Dragon or Digiradi Esports. And at the end, the way Flashbang was able to secure that massive win over the chicken dinner was definitely a significant embarkment onto a new journey where they might be able to come back even stronger tomorrow. But the fact that you have to be in the top 8 is never going to stop. And from semi-finale to the grand finals, the journey is absolutely going to be chaotic, because there has to be other 8 teams who are unable to perform, and then eventually those teams are going to get eliminated. Then only you are going to be the top 8 teams. So in order to be in the top 8, you have to be the best when it comes to the leaderboard. Well, we will get to see all of those leaderboards and stats after a quick short break, so stay tuned. Well, as promised indeed, after a quick short break, yes, we are back at the TEC Presents Gauntlet series of Middle East powered by Zotac Gaming. And our broadcasting partner is Lokia. We have already seen a lot of interesting matchups, to be honest. Let's just say that 75% of the job is already done now. Just four
Yeah.
good matches is all we need. And after that, we'll get to know who are the top 8 teams. But even before that, the stats, the match standings, the match summary, the winner, chicken dinner, team stats, the MVP, the top fraggers, a lot of details have to be talked about. So yeah, looking forward to it. My name is Rado. Along with me, we do have Bullet on the desk, and we are going to enjoy this segment where we are going to see how the teams have evolved after 12 good matches.
Yeah, first we'll be taking a look at the overall match summary. We'll take a look at the overall stats of one particular map for the last map, and then we'll directly head on towards the standings and all. Fana, we talk about the side of last map. This was total kills were committed on with 50, knocks were coming in 56, healings were done for 116 times. Damage was 11,000 for 24. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was, I guess, the highest for the entire day for today itself, because we did saw 9,000, we did saw 10,000, we did saw
Hmm.
8,000, and this was 11,000.
Yeah,
For the first time seeing a
yeah.
double digit number, 11,000 coming up. Headshots were taken for
Hmm.
15 times, so rescue were done for 18 times, and longest kill distance was 351 meters coming in from the side of Sub Zero.
But if you compare this to the previous matchup, I believe we did saw 459 meters of our elimination coming in from
Yes,
Explicit.
yes.
That was the guy who was able to deliver it. And even before that, we had players like Escapation coming from Green Dragons who were able to get somewhere around 432 or 422 plus meters of elimination coming in. That shows that the players' aim are very precise and they are looking absolutely amazing. But let's talk about the next details as well, because we do have plenty of it. So having a look at it, we have got the winner chicken dinner team stats. In the semi-finale match number 12, it was team known as Flashbang who was able to come back with the team effort of 8 frags in their favor, and 10 is the points that we are going to get them in terms of the perspective of winner chicken dinner. So a total of 18 pointer coming in. Mercy unfortunately was unable to get anything, but yes, with that damage of 122, it shows that he was definitely able to put a lot of pressure onto the opponents.
Yeah, man. Talking even for the side of Flashman, they have commented on with 45 plus kills for now. I feel like if you just add on to the last games also. But take a look at the entire map standing, folks. Up till map number 12. Okay, this is going to be match standing for side of match number 12. Flashman come with 8 kills, 10 placement points. Bad Boys with 10 kills, 5 placement points. DG with 6 kills, 6 placement points. Star with 8, 3 placement points. And overall, in terms of who did the maximum number of kills, it was the side of Bad Boys. In terms of the highest placement point, it was the side of Flashman for the match number 8. Match number 12.
Yeah, but Mind Guards, Bumble Squad, Green Dragons, 010 Esports. What is happening to these giants? They are falling. They are not able to get those points in their favor. But let's have a look at the most valuable player in this particular semi-finale match number 12, because we really have to have an idea of who was the giant who was able to get the most out of it, and it was Stardust. I am ATB. He was the guy who was able to get the most amount of finishes, that is 5. And eventually the damage is also looking exponentially well built. It is 665 for damage, which is going to get credited in his favor. So due to this performance, he becomes the Zotac Gaming MVP in this particular matchup. But let's have a look at the overall standing, the leaderboard, which will tell us who are the top 8 and who are the bottom 8, who are the ones who are going to get qualified and who are the ones who are going to get eliminated if this
Yeah.
would have been the last day. Look at this, Digiride Esports, pretty close to 130 points. Green Dragons with a buffer of 26 points and a chicken dinner as well. They are stuck at the second position, but Flashbang, now they've came way too close. With this chicken dinner specifically, they've came way too close to Team Green Dragon, because they just have to get 6 more points in order to equalize to where Green Dragons is standing at. So I definitely want to see Flashbang performing well in the previous matchup, but today Shanshan was unable to shine, to be honest. They were just trying to be consistent. They were
Yeah.
getting 5 to 6 or 10 points at max. They had 8 or 9 points in their favor in an individual match, but other than that, their approach of double digits didn't even came.
Didn't even give a look at the entire buffer of total points. 97 is at Flashbang, and almost like a average of what, 15 or 14. Sunshine is at 77, dude. So I feel like, yeah, for a lot of teams to be on, not bad. For 75, minus 73, Starbucks with 70, these teams can make a huge jump towards the fourth position. I know they are qualified and all, but talking about our Bad Boys and 010 Esports, they can also make the tables turn, make the entire dicier run for a lot of teams coming onto the last day, which is going to be tomorrow. So still they have 4 maps to go. Still they have a lot of time in their hand, which they can make a sort of a comeback if they are not in the top 8. But it comes down to individual plays, come down to the entire team playing as a unit and whatnot. You get the BR coordination, right? We're talking about sort of head-to-head. It's going to be the side of Digirad to be at the number 1 spot, Green Dagger at number 2. Look at the massive kill difference, dude. 80 kills coming in from the side of Digirad and 67 from Green Dragon. 49 placement point from the side of Digirad and Green Dragon with 36. And that entire buffer is about kill points. 129 for the side of Digirad and Green Dragon spreading out the flames at 103 points. So I feel like, yes, there's a huge buffer in number 1 and number 2 spot, and feel like Digirad is being absolute phenomenal with that consistent gameplay coming on to every other map. If they lose a map, they do the consistent gameplay in the next map of securing those winner chicken dinner, securing those crucial kill points, and not just about getting those teams which are at the bottom of the food chain. They get those teams which are at the top of the food chain together with them. So I feel like Digirad Esports has already in the bag that they have qualified for the grand finale. It's more of like Green Dragon putting up a statement in front of them on the next day.
Well, let's have a look at the players head to head as well. Who are the two individuals who outperformed everybody else? It is Green Dragon's Grown and Digirad's Extends. Well, if we talk about the overall picture, yes, definitely Extends' team, Digirad Esports is sitting on top. But when we talk about the individual play, at that point, I would like to say Grown is the one which is leading the charts. Look at the finishes that he has got. It's pretty much same, but then you talk about the assist. There is a buffer of 5 assists between Digirad Extends and Grown from Green Dragons. And even if you talk about the KD, on average, 2.1 is the amount of the frags that this individual is going to get after even before getting eliminated. But damage, if you talk about that, again there is a buffer of approximately 1650 points. So it's good to see this kind of performance coming in. We are absolutely loving the way this game is going on. And if you talk about the semi-finale, 3 good days of that particular matchup is already done. It's all about the next 4 matches, which will tell us what kind of story is going to be there. We do have, if I'm not wrong, 2 Miramars, 1 Tego and 1 Weekendy left. So if you talk about map of Miramar, the conventional approach is not going to be there. And this tournament is designed in a format where the day of comebacks were bound to make you comfortable because you had 4 in angles. But the starting was there in the map of Miramar. The ending will be there with 2 good maps of Miramar, Weekendy and Tego, which is again going to challenge you. So the last day, for me personally, what I feel, the players are going to feel a lot of pressure onto them. The pressure will be of getting qualified. And then when they will have a look at the map, it is again going to put a lot of pressure onto them because Miramars are going to be there. We have Weekendy and we have Tego. Very challenging lineup of maps are upon us tomorrow.
I mean, very challenging read for all the teams are still not in the top 8, folks. But to find out, you have to wait for next day, which is going to be tomorrow itself. Tomorrow is going to be the last day of the entire semi-finale. I'm like way too excited. I'm getting way too excited for the grand finale part. I was about to spit the fire with the grand finale, but yes, folks, for the semi-finale, last day of semi-finale, you gotta wait a little bit longer. For the side of Esports Club Gauntlet Middle East powered by Zotac Gaming with our broadcast partner being Loco. We'll take a sign off for today. We'll meet you tomorrow. This was Bullet on the Desk, casting desk. Alongside with me, it was Mr. Raider. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, good night, peace out, and happy gaming.